8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Standing by.
The multi-dimensional portal is open. Wait for it, wait for it. I want to wait for the music to do it. Hello there, konnichigen. I am the wait. I'm not doing it right. I am your maid host, your superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster brought into human form for the world of VTubing and beyond, and also for the rest of February into maid form, just as you're seeing today. It's a wonderful Wednesday to play some Lord of the Rings online, some LOTRO. It's great to see you all maniacs. I hope you have all been well. In these 2 days we have been, in these last 2 days. Now we are in the middle of the week, and there's a lot going on with the games that I follow and that mostly we follow. A lot of things to talk about. So today they rolled out the newest update for LOTRO, which is update 32. I think we should take a look at the release notes a little bit, but I think we can just talk about it as we continue playing through the Bree-land adventures. Breezing through Bree-land. You know, get it? Because Bree-land? No? No? Okay. I'm sorry. Ending the stream now. Thank you everyone for watching and... just kidding. But yeah. Breezing through Bree-land. Great to see you, Mithrandir. Glad you could make it. Yes. Man, we have a lot going on with my head down there, as you can see. It's shaking, it's spinning. It's all over the place. It's all over the place just like that. Heads are rolling, literally. I hope you are doing well, Mithrandir. There has been a lot going on, of course. Yesterday, the SOTOR update. So particularly one reason why we're not having SOTOR this week. And then tomorrow, the Xyz festival starts in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. In some time zones, it's going to be today for some people. For me, it's gonna be like in the early hours of the morning when they update that. So yeah, of course, I'm not gonna bother. Here's the thing though, I'm thinking of maybe moving Friday's stream to tomorrow, or maybe even having 2 streams, one tomorrow and one on Friday as well. 2 Master Duel streams somehow. But I don't know, we'll see. I think tomorrow's stream would mostly be about deck building if we do that for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. There's an Xyz deck I want to build, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I can also play with loner decks. It's been implied that they will be given loner decks, and they will be giving out packs most likely that are mostly for the Xyz festival. What's going on, Baytran? Also glad you could make it. So LOTRO, SOTOR, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, there are updates happening to it. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting week in that way. Isn't it great when there's something to look forward to every week? The major thing last week was the subathon. The major thing this week are all these updates. What should we do for next week? We need to have something major for next week. I was thinking though of that Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel tournament on next Friday. So from this Friday, the one after that. I think it's the last Friday of February too, so there is that. Yeah, Friday 25th. 25th of February. So there you are. Yeah, that would be a really good day for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Or moving it to Saturday maybe. Somehow. Either I organize it or I take part in one. But I want to stream something like that, it might be fun. But yes, I want to build a Constellar deck, which is an Xyz archetype. I've been looking at the cards, and there's a lot of them, and I want to include all of them, but that will make the deck more difficult to pull off. There's also the Tellar Knight archetype, which is sort of related to the Constellar archetype. So yeah, there is that. But well, I don't want to bore you with a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Talk. I hope I'm not overdoing it with that. So I'll tell you what, let's jump into Middle-earth right now. Is anybody looking to do anything related to the update though? Are you maniacs, are you LOTRO maniacs looking to do anything related to the update? I think it's mostly a gameplay thing, but I honestly don't know. I just really don't know. So pardon me if I'm ignorant, but that's also the reason why I want to talk to you about it. I want to see what you have to say, so you can tell me what it's about. I know I could probably look at it. We did kind of look at it the other day, but I didn't catch much. Like, whatever changes happen are not that relevant to me, so that's mostly why. But here we are, though. So we need to continue with Bree-land, and I don't know if we can finish it today, but I want to wrap things up here with ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟𝕤. And in a future LOTRO stream, yes, I think we'll be creating a new character, but I think we will also be going back sooner than later, unless Final Fantasy XIV changes plans, as I keep saying. Oh my goodness, look at Bolston. The last thing I did with him was Harvest Math, I think. So that's why he looks like that. But yeah, we will go back to Bolston. I'm gonna look over the last I played was the changes to legendary weapons. Oh, I got you, Mythrander. Okay. Yes, we continue with our discount wizard. The adventures with ℂ𝕠𝕟 the purple. Ah, ℂ𝕠𝕟 the violet. Which one sounds better? ℂ𝕠𝕟 the violet or ℂ𝕠𝕟 the purple? One of those sounds better than the other, but I'm not sure which one. I kind of like violet a little bit more in this case. Maybe I should start interchanging the words more. There is a difference kind of with purple and violet. If I recall correctly, violet leans towards blue. Purple leans towards red. That's putting it simply, of course. Because, you know, red and blue make purple and or violet, depending on how you look at it. I've always thought Violet is a great name, by the way. Feels like maybe I should create a character called Violet, maybe right here in LOTRO. But the name is most likely taken. So there's that. But I should name some character somewhere Violet. If I ever go back to the GameCube Animal Crossing to, you know, to create another character there, which is something I was planning, I might create a female character called Violet. Yeah, I think I was planning to do that, actually. Fun thing about that, though, there is a villager in Animal Crossing actually called Violet. She's a snooty gorilla, I think. And yeah, I would love to have her in one of my Animal Crossing villages someday. I gotta say, the Animal Crossing addiction obviously has cooled down. And I'm not just saying that because I stopped streaming it. I'm also saying that, you know, I stopped streaming it partly because of the capture card issues, but also because of other reasons. But even with that, I know that it's not just an obsession. It wasn't just like a honeymoon period or some mania, some temporary mania. No, no, no. It's a lifelong mania, truly. Because I know that I still want to play the other Animal Crossing games. Oh yes, and I did log in on Valentine's Day after the stream. It was like 10-something p.m. already, so I nearly missed it, but I went in and I went to the Roost with Brewster, and he gave me a hot cup of chocolate. No coffee this time, it was chocolate. And it was lovely. It was lovely. So that was great. Happy Valentine's once again for that reason. One could say February is the pink month, right? If we are to assign colors to every month, February would be the pink month. So there's that. So there's that. But somebody may differ from that. I mean, personally, I would put purple, or if you will, violet on December, but that's only because my birthday is in it. Orange would be for October because, you know, Halloween and all that. Right. Before I just wander around aimlessly, let's get the bug lurker. Why not? Did I give a name to the bug lurker? Oh yeah, I named it Karu. There you go. Yes. Yes, Karu just suggested it and I went for it. Why not? Why not? Not an entirely unfitting name with the lore. Grayling Abraxas. What a great name too. Nice. Oh man, like, I don't want to drop this game. Even if I start playing FF14. I don't want to drop this game. But you'll find me saying this about every freaking game. Just being here in Bree always reminds me of that, and I mean Breetown. Seeing players around and all that. I'm sorry, but seeing all these players around, it's not like I'm seeing 100 players in here, but it's enough to make me say the game is far from dead. But people use that term very loosely anyway. Like, you know, if the game, if a game has like, I don't know, not enough to be viral on social media or something, the game is already dead or something. Even if it has like thousands of players in it. It's so stupid the way people use that term. So yeah. LOTRO is definitely nowhere near dead nor inactive. So I hope it never gets listed there. You will have to fight me if you say that. Okay, I remember now. There wasn't a good stable master route to it. So we're gonna have to do it the long way around. Like, I thought that going to the Bree-land homesteads would get me close enough, but it really didn't. Because of the route they took to the Bree-land homesteads. Of course, I got it wrong. I didn't pay attention to the map. Now that I'm looking at the map, I can tell I didn't pay attention to it. And also, here's another one of the times in which I say, hey, I don't dislike this map. It's a roller coaster of emotions. There's times in which I say I prefer the old map, and right now I feel like I prefer this map. That being said though, it does suck with some quests that are very hard to tell on very green maps like this. In which case I'd have to change the color, right? Yeah, it really depends on the quest. In this case, for example, I have this quest. I don't know if you can tell. Old Forestry, which is a light green color. They don't have dark green anyway. I can tell easily where it is. It's right here. Right behind the quest, what do you call this? The quest log, the quest guide, there you go. The quest guide. Listing, the list of quests, that's it. But I can tell, first of all, because it's away from the other greenery, that's also light green, lime, if you will. And also because it's a ring, rather than an area like this orange quest I have right here, which is the flow of goods, which we're not doing yet. So, or maybe we should do it right now, actually. What is it? What is this quest? Collect stolen goods? Okay, we're gonna do that quest, yeah. Because this area in the south is gonna have like its own bunch of quests. I think I remember what it is. That scoundrel hideout. But if it were an area like this, a search area for the quest, it would be much harder to tell, and I'm speaking from experience. That's like the downside of the maps, but you know, at the end of the day, I think the pros may outweigh the cons. I just wish you could have an option to choose them. I just really like the immersion. I am very much like, I like having like a pen and paper implication rather than feeling like I'm seeing a satellite view. I hope it doesn't come across as a complaint though. It really isn't a complaint, it's just a preference thing. Oh, look at this field of flowers though. I think the other day we were also talking about some first experiences that we had in MMOs and later upgrading to a better PC and playing the same MMO. When I first played through Bree-land, I didn't see this amazing field of flowers because I had very low graphics and they wouldn't show like that. So I never take the scenery here for granted. You appreciate it more in the places you already have been to rather than new places, in my opinion. Or maybe that's just the way I appreciate it. Anyway, collecting stolen goods here. Then we have the Greenbrier Scouts, Andrek at the Old Greenway Fort, Farmer Maggot at Them for Long. Man, poor Farmer Maggot. Such a bad name he has. not a name that that anybody would like to have, maybe. But he's made a reputation for himself as a good person, ultimately. Like, it's a great story, the stuff about the mushrooms and Frodo being afraid of the dogs. It's so cute. And I think like a little preview, though, of what is going to happen to him later. Like, you end up looking at it as an adorable, sweet summer child thing, when he's later trying to hide from like the Black Riders, and then even worse in Mordor with Sam. Right in the heart of it, right in the thick of it, in Mordor. Then in Moria, trying to outrun the Balrog. Well, I say trying, but they did outrun the Balrog. So there's that. Okay, it's this area again, so I'm coming back. I guess I didn't have the quest last time. Now, I think I would have noticed it. I did nearly miss a quest that Weaver helped me out with, but it wasn't this one. It was something very different. Though I still aggro a lot of the enemies right here. They are level 15. I don't remember what was the level difference that you needed to make them be great. I think it's 11. It's either 10 or 11. But you can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Let me know. A lightning strike. But yes, anything on the updates though? Anything on the updates you can tell me about? Anything of interest to mention? Is there even a new area? I honestly don't know. It was a large-ish update. The launcher did take a little while to update. Thankfully, I didn't forget right before the stream to open a little bit before. It's not like I knew there was an update, actually. I didn't know they would do update 32 today. I literally just found out before the stream. For a moment, it kind of scared me because I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's only going to return later. I guess I'm gonna have to change the game for the stream, but no. It definitely ended before the stream start time. I should probably heal myself. Can I heal myself? Yes, I should be able to, right? What is this one? I'm not even paying attention what I'm doing. Which one I'm using. Like, they're all green skills I have here. They're all healing skills. Let's just use them. And I'm supposed to be emphasizing healing with this character. Like, when I'm in a party, I'm gonna try out healing. Or so I'm saying. I'm not doing anything near maining with this character. Yeah, maining. It's not actually a verb, but let's make it a verb. I think you know what I mean anyway. Some people say it like that. It sounds so weird to me to say like that though. Like when I add the ing at the end, it sounds weird. If I say I main this character, that doesn't sound weird. But if I say I'm maining this character, that sounds weird to me. You know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. It's the ing. It's when you start going for other verb tenses that it gets really weird. Maybe it's the case with any noun, any even adjective that you make into a verb. But I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. Kind of similar to when I first used the name ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒 in this game. This is the game that originated that. If you're curious about the story, you can ask me, and I'd be happy to tell you. If we're not talking about something else, I don't want to derail. Relay. No, I don't want to derail what I'm talking about right now. Otherwise, I'll forget my train of thought. But when I first used the name ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕤, it felt so weird to me, and now I'm so used to it. It feels so right whenever I use it, whether it's LOTRO, ESO, SOTOR, or even something else. It feels right. I think it's perfectly fine. Now, we need more stolen goods boxes. I don't know where I can find them. Perhaps here? Not here. Now, this is a special area for that quest we did right there. Rescuing that girl. I think there's probably some here. But I think there's also a boss, an elite. Okay. We can get these stolen goods here. We're definitely gonna have to fight. Or are we? We might be able to avoid combat. Just gonna get a bit tricky with my bug lurker, Karu. Let's see. There we go. Thankfully, we avoided that combat. Okay, let's get out of here. Yes, let's turn in that quest. Gonna drop a little bit. Let's avoid as much fall damage as possible. Excellent. I thought I was gonna take fall damage for sure, but we didn't. That's lovely. That's lovely. Oh, but we did get this combat. What is that? What? Oh, I think my bug lurker attracted the attention of one of the scoundrels up there. Let's just go on. Let's just go on. Karu, you're gonna have to get out of there and teleport back to me. This is fun, though. This is a fun, makes for a fun screenshot, if you will. Just walking around like that. Oh, I think they killed the poor thing, though. No, come back, come back, come back. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. We aggroed, I think, but yeah, I think Karu didn't get back down. That's the problem when you kind of drop down. When you have companions, they may not be able to follow you. That's the thing with NPC companions. Other MMOs have a similar thing going on. I've seen it. I think EverQuest had that with their NPC companions. I remember, I think DDO also had that. And I don't remember which other games have it, but I haven't seen it. I am getting more and more curious as I keep getting... Oh, yeah, and also when you jump over a fence like that, they may have issues, but it was fine here. But yeah, I am getting more and more curious, everyone, about FF11. I think I want to watch people play it. I want to find live streamers that play it. So when I have time to browse again, I browsed a little bit earlier today, but I didn't do it for FF11. It was very interesting to see who was streaming LOTRO earlier, because many of them were not English streamers. I think there's, if you count me, there's gotta be only one or two, no, only 2 or 3 English streams right now. Unless somebody has started or stopped since right before I started streaming. I checked like 40 minutes ago or so. Anyway, yeah, most streams were not like English. So it was interesting. And of course there weren't a lot of viewers because the update was kind of rolling around.
What do you need?
Let me increase the text. This will do nicely. Bree is in dire need of new supplies, and this will do well to sate the populace. Without this, who is to know what terrible madness would have befallen the people of Bree? Here, we are indebted to your help. Happy to help Watcher Rosecane. Now, Chief Watcher Greenbrier, I believe, is the one that sent me to the Greenway Fort, right? Yeah. Now, the Vale of Andrath. Find and speak with Greenbrier scouts. No, that's the Vale of Andrath. The old Greenway Fort. Okay, it also seems to be around the area with Farmer Maggot, maybe? At Bam Forlong? Tell you what, let's go to that area too before we go that, you know, there to the south. Again, in that Vale of Andrath, I remember it's like some little fort ruins or something like that had their own series of quests in there. I'm pretty sure I haven't done that area yet. But yeah. Oh, here's the thing, if by any chance we finish all of Bree like with a lot of time to spare on the stream, we are definitely gonna jump into that new character. Or no, wait, we could jump to do something with Bolston and just like sort of update ourselves with what we're gonna do with all the characters. What other things there are to do with them. But yeah, let's head over around the Shire, here around the Greenway Crossing. Oh, this is reminding me of my early days, as I say, in LOTRO, when the entire area felt so huge. It still feels huge to me, but it's only because of that lingering memory. Otherwise, new areas in LOTRO and even in other MMOs do not have that huge feel to them. You know, that even the Argent area and the surroundings felt so big to me. Because I was still relatively new to MMOs back then when I first started. I hope those rumors I'm hearing though about LOTRO getting a complete graphic overhaul are true. That would be fun. Yeah, we're heading all the way to the Shire Gate. I'm gonna drink some tea while this is going. Some mate. I think I need to take a little bio break on the next app break. Shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long though. Yeah, I'm just using the auto-run key, which is the num-block key on the numerical keyboard to the side. I wonder, if you have a keyboard that doesn't have the numerical keyboard, does it have an alternative, or do you have to assign it yourself, or I don't know. Thought that was an NPC for a moment. I was weirded out. Like, I thought it was one of the brigand enemies, but it looked too armored for a moment. But no, that was a player. Man, that would be a tough enemy. Yeah, not in this area. Like, there are some areas that border with the Lone Lands and some other things that have high-level enemies that you really want to avoid. You start seeing them as red or purple in their floaty names if you have that enabled. So today is Wednesday, right? Hall of Fire Wednesday would be any like the role-playing event that happens today. Actually, I think it's happening about now. I'm trying to think, you know, in case we end up doing other things. I don't think we're gonna do Hall of Fire Wednesday though. It's a little bit weird to me to be doing that kind of role-playing, like text-based role-playing like that, and also streaming. At least it felt like a very split experience last time I did it. On the other hand, music, we can definitely do something like that. If we encounter somebody in front of the prancing pony, yeah. We are probably going to stop by. Anyway, we are also on day 2 of the maid outfit. It's kind of weird, I'm already used to it. It's as if I always wore it or something. But it does feel kind of stuffy. Like, It's very, very elegant. Feels very elegant to wear it, but at the same time, for me, it's a very stuffy thing to wear. Like, there's too much going on with it. It's not like I'm not a fancy person that doesn't wear, like, very elaborate clothing, but something about the maid outfit is, like, it's too much going on with it, even for me. Perhaps it's just not my style. Okay, this borders with the Shire. This really goes, like, over the Brandywine Bridge. There's the music. Yeah, after the entire War of the Ring is over, this would be completely out of continuity. Because men like me crossing into the Shire is no longer possible because of King Elessar. I thought that was a bit too extreme. I didn't like it. I didn't like that, but there was kind of a reason to that. To sort of repair the debt that he felt he owed to the hobbits after the invasion from all those brigands and stuff. And also, oh my gosh, the Shire looks so good. Look at all the mushrooms. I forgot the last time I looked at this area. Anyway. And also, what was I gonna say? Oh, and also because the Age of Man is coming anyway, and pretty much all the other races are going to go extinct from Middle-earth. So, you know, the hobbits may as well have it all to their own. Because they're gonna they're gonna disappear anyway, eventually. So there's that. Now, we are in the Shire, but we're not gonna do a lot of quests here in the Shire. I just want to kind of complete this quest line. Let's talk to Farmer Maggot. Respected farmer.
I've no chuck with strangers.
What thou, more blasted strangers? Get off my... Oh, Celandine Brandybuck sent you? Well then, I should at least speak fair to you. She sent you to ask about notes. I sent those on a while ago with my son Rollo, his friend Doderick, and Will McBrandybuck, one of my farmhands. My son wrote those notes because so few other hobbits around here know the forest at all. He'll probably stop off at the inn in Newbury, just inside the hay gate of Buckland. Likely all three of them are busy carousing rather than doing their duties. If you look for them there, I am certain you can coax the notes from them. You can coax the notes from them, sorry. I kind of fumble my words a lot, especially when I'm reading LOTRO. When I'm reading anything in here, because there's a lot of, like, words that get a little bit difficult for me to can't even speak already. Only like 30 minutes into the stream. But yeah, like, get a little bit too difficult for me to say. Especially when there's Quenya, Sindarin, Kuzdul, stuff like that. Or the other languages, really. Rohirrim languages, Rohirrim variants of things and all that. But alright. Yes, I'm gonna have it be the ad break.
Take a break, but don't worry. It'll only be 90 seconds long and we'll stick with all the action in picture.
There's not gonna be much action though, but I will be back. It's just gonna be the buy a break. Really just that 90 seconds. BRB. Thank you for waiting. Yeah, just really the 90 seconds. On the next ad break, though, I will be taking a bit longer because once again I have to feed the king and the queen. And I might take a bit long on that, but otherwise it's fine. Oh yeah, and even take a snack or something. It's always such a mess for me to like schedule meal times and all that. So complicated for me. But yeah, like, there's no better time for me to schedule the streams right now. Maybe it will get more complicated in the future. Maybe it will get more simple. Maybe even both somehow. But yeah. That's kind of why I sort of have to take something to eat. Otherwise, I'll get too hungry on the stream and it will be bad for me. I think, I don't know how it works, but I remember learning that you don't want yourself to go too hungry because then you start becoming actually fatter from it. Because the body kind of starts processing things in a way because it already assumes that, oh, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna eat anything at all. So I'm gonna start taking energy from other sources and it kind of messes you up. It makes you fatter somehow. And also just disfigures you. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
Farmer Makut sent you. Just what I needed on top of all else that's happened. As if it were not enough that Big Fall took everything that we had to deliver and that Rollo and Dodoric went off on their own. What happened here?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Some man from around Bree came to Maggots demanding food and got run off by the dogs. But as we, Rollo, Dodoric and I crossed the bridge, we were waylaid by Big Fall just like him on the bridge. They made us take everything from our wagon and put it on theirs. Then they headed off east along the Great East Road, but not before giving a good licking to Mr. Maggot's own wagon. Now look at her all in tatters. Oh, yes. So finally, this is the quest line that's related to this whole thing that we see here. I know I was lucky to get away with my hide, but without that produce being delivered, my hide will be worth nothing after Maggot gets done with it. Dodoric and Rollo ran off after the wagon and found that the brigand's camp is between here and Atzo's camp on the north side of the road. Have we been to that brigand's camp already? Okay. We will collect that, don't you worry. Me and my faithful companion right here. And all the superstars watching over us. Oh yes. That is your presence on the stream, y'all. That's what you're able to do, you maniacs. You LOTRO maniacs. You lore master maniacs. Or should I say lore maniacs? That kind of works. Also you know how I've done replacements of words in game titles with fashion? Lord of the Fashion Online, Fashion Fantasy 14, the Fashion Scrolls Online. What if we replace some of those words with like maniac or superstar or star or something like that? Supernova perhaps. The mania of the rings. Oh, that works actually. The One Ring, yeah, that's definitely a mania to say the least. That's putting it mildly. What that thing does to people, yeah. The Mania of the Rings Online. Mania Fantasy or Final Mania 14 or 11. Superstar Fantasy. They don't all ring as well, especially when you have FF14 still be Fashion Fantasy 14, still have FF right there, right? The FF abbreviation, so to speak. It still retains that there. Whoa, we have 2 enemies, okay. Well, if you want to fight so much. I usually feel bad killing those boars, as I said, because of that poor whimper they do. But they sought the fight. They sought the fight. It's not my fault. Outlaw's Haven. This is not the area we've been to before, but it's pretty much the same type of scoundrels. Time for you all to die. You bring a bad name to men, to humans in Middle-earth. To the point that King Elessar will ban us from the Shire altogether. Spoilers, though. Maybe I shouldn't have said that in the first place. No, seriously, that happens after the whole Shire scouring and after the end of Return of the King. I don't remember if that's only in the appendices. If that's only detail there, or if we see that decree actually happen there before you start reading things in the appendices. I love reading the appendices in Return of the King. For the most part, you know, the ones that talk to you about everything that happened after. It's great when you have like an encyclopedia part in a novel, telling you things about the world and all that. There's so many things that you're not able to tell in a story, and I think that's fine. Also when you do it in the iceberg kind of way, which I always agree with, like you want to build your world first and then start writing the story. Of course, there are many methods that can work, like I'm not saying that's the only way to do it. Hello Sammy, glad you could make it. How's it going today? Or also the way Tolkien started it with the map. He first did the map and then he did the story. I think that's one of the best methods. I hope I'm not coming across as elitist or anything in terms of writing, but it's one of the best ways to write, and then you write your story, right? Take the Wizarding World, for example. If you read only the 7 Harry Potter books, or even worse, you only watch the movies, there is so much of the world you're missing out on. This is why they're able to make all those new movies with Grindelwald and Fantastic Beasts or what have you. It's not entirely just milking the franchise for money, like there really is that room for more storytelling. But sometimes, okay, this is really not that fine for a story, so how do we tell the fans, the followers of this mythology about the rest of the world, release an encyclopedia book or release an appendix to your books, to your novels, as an encyclopedia style?
Woe is me.
I also feel that way because some of my favorite novels of all time, well, you can even call them novels maybe, are, you know, Star Maker, Last and First Man, those books I mentioned so much by Olaf Stapledon. And they read kind of more like a, well, not an encyclopedia, but kind of like a documentary at times. Star Maker definitely feels like a drama in its own way the narrator narrates things. In other parts, it is more like reading about an encyclopedia of the entire universe. Last and First Man like that too. If you listen to the audiobook of Last and First Man, it feels like you're listening to a documentary about the future history of humanity, which is really cool. But yeah, that's the sort of feeling I mean. You found the produce. I cannot thank you enough. I had thought it lost, but now I have other concerns. Rollo and Doderic. Oh no. Oh no, indeed.
Can I take a moment of your time?
So yeah, you know, Middle-earth is really good at that, which is why I want to read the Silmarillion someday, but man, like, it's such a heavy read that I can't get into right now. I know that if I started, because I don't want to have more than 1 or 2 books at a time, and right now I only have like 1 book, which is a bunch of short stories I've been reading, random short stories collected in this book I found, about knights and stuff like that, but Don Quixote is part of it, for example. But yeah. And even then, it's just like 1 digital book and 1 physical book. That's why. How is it going in Bree-land? It's going well. We are making progress. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it today, though. But that's okay, though. That's okay. There's no hurry. At the same time, there is hurry, but I've kind of changed my plans already from what I said at the beginning of the year. Like, hey, we're gonna focus on 1 game until we finish it. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but I still kind of want to have some sort of resolution at November or December for something. I don't know what. Perhaps my VTubing journey. Perhaps that's when I debut fully with a more full model, but that's another story. Let's see. It's very daunting for sure. I mean, I want to read it, but it's the only reason why I don't already is because it's going to prevent me from reading other books in the meantime, because I can't read that and then also read another book. Like, that's not the way it works for me, at least when it comes to, like, reading things. When it comes to watching series, I can have, like, a bunch of series on the watch list at the same time, so to speak. Like, I still haven't finished The Crown. If we really go back, I still haven't finished Game of Thrones. And, of course, I'm kind of in the middle of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I think I didn't mention this, but I'm watching, like, one of the newest anime series out there that's very popular, which is Sonobisuke Doru wa Koi wo Suru, My Dress-Up Darling in English. I prefer the Japanese title, but yeah. Hey, you know, Kitagawa Marin is what do you call it? A heartbreaker is not the right word, because she's not exactly breaking hearts. It's more like a heart catcher in the way she looks and behaves. And yeah, she got my attention. I will not be ashamed to admit that. She is very lovely. And so it kind of makes for an interesting story, but I've only seen the first few episodes. I might have to catch up. And then Revise, I'm not quite keeping up with Kamen Rider Revise. I kind of dropped Senkaiger. Maybe I'll pick it back up. And then I want to see Dawn Brothers, the upcoming Super Sentai that's debuting. And then I'm also supposed to be watching Kamen Rider Saber. My dress-up darling. Look it up like that, if you want. Oh, you'll find it for sure. You'll find it for sure. Sonobisuke-doru wa koi wo suru. They must be at like episode 6 now? I don't know. I'm worried about Rollo. After he and Doderick got back from looking for the brigands, they headed down towards Brandy Hall to speak with Saradok, Doderick's uncle. They were none too happy and wanted to speak their minds on the job the Bounders are doing. Now it's just possible he ran off with his friend Doderick on some lark. I wonder if you'd do me another favor and go over to Brandy Hall to look for Rollo. Brandy Hall is at the center of Buckland, south of the Buckland Gate. Hopefully Doderick's uncle Saradok, the master of Brandy Hall, will likely know where those boys are run off to. Uh-oh. So this leaks a little bit into the Shire, but that's okay. Anything else related to the Shire, we are really not gonna do, so... Yeah, I'm not gonna join the Bounders. Yeah. Imagine joining the Bounders like this. You remember seeing it advertised? Yeah. Yeah, people like did fan art. You see it around. You see it, or at least I see it around in my timeline a lot. I'm sure I'm not alone there. Oh wait! No, wait. We don't need to actually go into the Shire. My bad. It's Buckland right there, at the other side of the bridge. I always loved listening to the music of the Brandywine Bridge, though. I remember. Oh, I remember though. I'm having some memories here of a Harnkegger game. One of the races that took place here. You started out here. You jumped into the water and boom, you swam. Let's go! And you would end up swimming. I did my best effort. I think I didn't get a medal in this one, but I did a really decent effort from what I saw. But there was another race that was also like from one side of the Shire to the other side of, which is Bree-land, which was an even shorter race, and I got a silver medal on that. But yeah, for that series, Sonobisuke-doru wa koi wo suru, you see it a lot in your timeline. You see fan art, you see GIFs, etc., etc. And some more jaded people are gonna be like, are like, you know, the seasonal waifu, whatever. People will forget about it. For sure, I think some people will forget about it. But personally, I like her. Other seasonal waifus that I've seen happen like before, if you can even call them that. I don't like labeling characters like that, but yeah. They didn't get my interest, so I didn't watch them. I'm not one of those people that watches an anime series just for the sake of it, or whatever is like the latest series of this kind of genre. Anime as a genre? I don't know if you can call that a genre of its own. It's too general for me, right? I've already said this before, but if I watch anime, it's not because it's anime, it's because something about it in particular interests me. It just happens to be anime. As I mentioned, I also have all those live action series. Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Game of Thrones, The Crown. Still need to watch the last 5 episodes of Season 4. I don't think Season 5 has happened yet. At this rate, it's already gonna be Season 5 by the time I do that. And so many other series that interest me. Rising of the Shield Hero that Erurin mentioned the other day. What else? Maybe some other isekai series that kind of got my attention. I can't remember which ones though. Oh yeah, there's Gate! Gate, the anime. Gate, JSDF as I call it. My goodness. I didn't finish watching that and it was so much fun. It was a great anime. It's a great anime, but yeah, it's difficult to find the time to watch series. And again, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, I'm not even close to finishing that one. And then there's all the other Yu-Gi-Ohs after that I do want to watch. 5Ds, CL, Arc V, what was the next one? Vrains and Sevens, the current one. I think, as I said, this Yu-Gi-Oh! Mania that I have right now, I'm in it for the long haul. Similar to what happened with Animal Crossing. Even when this whole mania cools down, I'm still gonna like it, and I'm still going to keep it in my life in some way or another. I thought, you know, I said before that I was playing the 2006 video game.
What do you need?
And I'm still playing it, like the Game Boy Advance version. I thought that I would stick with like the old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Pre-synchro, Or maybe I would make it to all the way until Xyz, and Yu-Gi-Oh! After that I'm not interested in. Because I thought, for the most part, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has turned into this very combo, very difficult game to play if you're not playing the top meta. What happened? Okay. Sorry, I got concerned there because the music stopped for a moment. Yeah, like, first turn kills, one turn kills, everybody's doing combos, like, for 10 minutes, and that happens too. But at least when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, they offered, like, other stuff to do in the solo mode, and the Xyz Festival hopefully is going to bring variety to the table. From what I've seen of all the other card archetypes, there's other ways to have fun with it. So for the most part, there is that option. Those options will always be there. Because I'm not playing at the competitive level all the time. Again, this game, Master Duel, is becoming like a month old only. Yeah, it's becoming a month old like today, tomorrow, right as the festival is launching. So it's very likely that they'll add more features to make it fun for other kinds of players that want to have other kinds of experiences. Because the only option besides solo was ranked duel, right? If you wanted to play with other players. And, well, unfortunately, because it's ranked, you're gonna see a lot of meta decks. So if you want to have fun with your Blue Eyes deck, you might have a hard time. If I want to have fun with my Mask Hero deck, I might have a hard time. I did kind of try to optimize it to be good, to be viable in a way, but I still insist on having every single Mask Hero possible. And that gives some issues to the deck when I go against like the most competitive decks out there, which I do a lot. I'm actually at gold rank 1, and it keeps being difficult for me to get to platinum 5. Like, it's something I want to do, but at the same time it becomes so difficult to me. But anyway, I'm gonna try not to go too much on a tangent about that. But yeah, I wanted to mention that because if I am in Yu-Gi-Oh! For the long haul, yeah, I want to watch all the anime series also. Like, I want to see all these cards, all these new cards, all these new archetypes, all these new game modes portrayed in the anime. With really cool animations, really cool effects, all those characters. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see though, let's continue. Mako's farm had sent you about Rolo. Then the boys did not heed my advice and followed their own wills. The fools.
Might I have a word with you?
It's strange you should be asking after Rolo, especially at this moment. The twins came to see me, upset by the lack of effort the Bounders are doing here in Bockland with regard to the strange big folk moving about. I told them the Bounders were doing all they could to keep the unsavory lot out of Bockland, but the pair were adamant about being hurt and kept yammering on about the old forest. I warned them to stay clear of the forest because Tolly, our woodcutter, said that things there are queerer than ever. Twins can be foolish, and I fear that the pair have been more foolish than normal. Dodoric knows his way to Bolt Hill and not much further. If you're going to be looking for Rolo, you'd best start with Dodoric, and you might as well tell him that I'm waiting for him too. Yes, I think I remember. You go into the old forest to look for the poor lads. And they are there, I remember they are alive and well. Would be a very dark twist if one of them is actually dead. It is possible to die in the old forest, especially for a hobbit tween that hasn't seen much combat in his life. But yeah, we've already seen this sort of thing happen in the Barrow Downs, but that's a different story than something like the old forest in the Shire. Feels a bit more peaceful, but let's see. I know at least one of them is alive. I remember this hill, which I think is the one he's referring to, where there was a hobbit. That's probably where we're going. I'm gonna try to avoid as much combat as possible. When it comes to the old forest, it gets a little bit, you get these cramped up spaces with a lot of enemies sometimes. So you gotta be careful. And of course you can get lost, and while you're getting lost, you have a lot of enemies around you. Like this bat, like some of the wolves around here, like some spiders we might see around. Like some living trees, perhaps, depending on where we are. And it kind of sucks because I need to go AFK for the next ad break for a little bit to just feed my dogs, the king and the queen. But I'm not gonna be able to make it to a safe area, so I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna try to get as far as possible here. The good thing is, though, I am a lore master. I have somebody that can defend me. Karu, Karu can defend me, my bug lurker. But let's speak to Doderick right here. Are you alright, lad?
Is there something I can do for you?
Uncle Saradok is waiting for me? That bodes ill. I wish Rollo would hurry along. I cannot leave until he returns. We were chasing a brigand through here. We saw him sneaking up about the gate and thought we'd best do the bounder's job for them. I confess that I lost my nerve as we crested this hill, and I saw the full scope of the forest. Rollo is a different sort though, always comfortable to wander through these winding trails. Winding trails, I think. There is an abandoned cottage along the Withywindle southeast of here. He made mention of heading that way, but that seems like hours ago. Perhaps you could find him there and tell him to hurry on back? Uh-oh. We best find Rollo. Yeah, I remember seeing a long time ago a lore master that had like a bug lurker with them. That was in, I think it was in an area in the Lowlands, one of the indoor areas in the Lowlands. And they were just like lying there AFK. And probably farming some experience out of it, and their bug lurker was taking care of it. Yes, we are in the Old Forest Weaver. We have to rescue some hobbit twins that are in over their heads, apparently. So that's what we're doing. How's it going, Weaver? Glad you could make it. Are you doing anything related to the update? Have you done anything related to the SOTOR update by any chance? It's an exciting week for like the games I'm into, right? Although, well, there's a lot of things going on with them, right? The Xyz Festival and Master Duel, the update here in LOTRO, and the update in SOTOR. But the only one where I'm really like doing anything related to the latest update is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which we'll see on Friday, though I'm very tempted to have a stream tomorrow. Which either will be an additional stream or it will be the Friday stream moved to tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. If we do a stream tomorrow, though, it's basically gonna be pack opening and or deck building for the Xyz Festival. I want that Constellar deck so badly. After reading more about it, I realize it fits me so well. It fits me so well in so many ways. I think it's safe if I... Hold on. I'm gonna go on a tangent for a little bit again. I just want to show you why it fits me so well. The whole star thing, a star with 8 crests on it. You know, you can hear it in the name Constellar, right? Let's see if I can show you here. It's not displaying it. Hold on. Try the SOTOR update in the LOTRO one too. What do you think? What do you think? You have more experience in it. Look at this crest though. That's what I'm all about. Look at them, of course. I love the look of them. Oh yeah, and the character that uses them. Shijima Hokuto, I think, in Japanese. I prefer to use the Japanese names because that's the version I'll be watching if I ever get to the anime here, Arc V. Their team symbol is a golden 8-pointed star with a small circle behind it. The Xyz monsters of the archetype, however, also have a larger sun-like circle encasing the team symbol. This archetype is based on constellations. Each non-Xyz monster has a symbol from the astrological zodiac in their respective backgrounds, representing which constellation they're from. You know, this also reminds me of one of the most powerful archetypes right now in like the top meta of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is the Zodiac archetype. This becomes very different though when you see the Japanese names. The Japanese name of the Constellars are sacred, and these ones are just the 12 beasts, but they are based on the Zodiac, both of them. The 12 animals of the Chinese Zodiac. And I actually looked for Constellar Zodiac decks, and there was no such thing, because Constellar decks don't really blend well with other archetypes from what I saw. Each monster will assign the anthropomorphization of the respective animal. I love it though. Like, I want Zodiac not just because it's very powerful in the meta or yeah, what have you, but also because of the archetype itself. I love these archetypes, as I said, that have like a lot of members in them, like a lot of like companions of each other, a lot of like a big squad of people, a big legion of people, right? Like seeing a big Super Sentai, like seeing a bunch of Kamen Riders team up together is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The heroes made me fall in love with those archetypes. I mean, ultimately, I have fun playing anything in Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Like Lich, for example. But I lean towards this more than an Lich or a Blue Eyes archetype, for example. So yeah. But we should talk more about this in a in the actual, like, Yu-Gi-Oh stream. Already level 100 of the new reward track in LOTRO, one short of max. Wow, how does that work? How does that work, Weaver? I have no idea what that is then. That's like a separate level then, than like the level cap there is now. From what I'm seeing you say. That's great though, that's great. I know you can get really like a maniac when it comes to those things. Whoa!
Oh, mercy me!
Rolo, you killed a brigand. Well done. He tried to kill me. I'll gut you like a fish and then your girl, he said, or I'll make certain you never see your lovely again. I didn't mean for this to happen, but he threatened Celandine. I couldn't let him hurt her, could I? All I wanted was to get the notes I wrote for Celandine from him. You can't treat people like that. Good honest hobbits we are, didn't want to hurt nobody. I'm going to stay here and give him an honest burial at least. Could you tell Doderick that I'm alright? But please don't tell him about any of this, will you? Could you take these two? Show them to Doderick, he'll understand. This doesn't feel the way I thought it would. Killing someone? Yeah. You're not supposed to enjoy it exactly. But yeah, it's not an easy job. You know, he will make a good hobbit adult later. If he's able to survive and grow up. Make it to a bounder and all that. I mean, the hobbits end up actually killing people when the scouring of the Shire happens. And there is a particular important character that hobbits kill, but I will say no more, because that's a spoiler. The new zone is beautiful though, but the red rewards are lackluster to say the least. Ah, okay. I've heard that story before, Weaver. I've heard opinions about other areas like that before. Uh-oh, Old Man Willow, we better get the hell out of here. We better get out of here. Let me mount up, so I can get back to Doderick in the fastest route. We're gonna get the ad break very soon again. I'm gonna have to go AFK for a little bit of an extended time, this time to feed the king and the queen, my dogs. Hopefully it doesn't take too long though. But I do sometimes have to do it in a certain way, and today is one of those days. So it might take a little bit. Hold your ally XP to this reward track and you get ally item rewards. Okay. Feels like they still need to kind of work on those allies. Sounds like it's getting more and more complicated to me, but this is coming from someone that doesn't really know.
What do you need?
So glad to know that Rollo is alright. That's such a relief. What is this? Maggots knows to Celandine, and there are some references here that make it seem... No wonder he wanted to recover these from that man. Here, take them on to Celandine. She would see what Rollo thinks of her. Okay, so we do get out of the old forest anyway, so that's good. That's good. Let me see where we get out, and then I'll go AFK. Do we go to Bree-land again? Oh, okay. Okay, around Thornley's worksite. Okay. Then I'm gonna fast travel back to Bree town proper. And I will leave it right there. I will be back, everyone. Gonna really go AFK for a little bit. But as always, stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I'm going to see if there's any music playing in front of the prancing pony. And I will leave it right there. If anybody's playing any music here. No, nobody's playing music. Okay. I'm going to be here AFK anyway. Hopefully nobody tries to interact with me. And it looks like I'm AFK enough. Alright, if anybody plays music nearby, you will start hearing it. But for now, I'll leave it here, alright? Oh, enhancement runes and traceries are the rewards. Okay. Okay, Weaver. But alright, as always, stay connected. I'll be back. Alright. Thank you for waiting, everyone. Yes, that one took a little bit longer than usual. I figured it might today, but that's perfectly fine. I think that's the only, like, big long break we're gonna have. So, from here we move on to that north area. Close to Thornley's worksite. It's very straightforward then. We can take the stable master to it, and that will do the trick. Oh yeah, let's open this silver. Gonna get that virtue as always. Scroll of Universal Crafting Lore. Is that what we got? Oh, and by the way, this reminds me, I think I have some mail to open. What is this? I am something of an expert on the Old Forest, having walked there since I was very young. Hold on. I don't know if I want to see the whole thing. We may as well read this, I think. I hope this small guide, work in progress though it is, will be helpful for those who wish to enjoy a nice stroll in the forest during the summer months. I hope to get it published when it's done, but for now consider it a personal tour. Bonfire Glade. The Bonfire Glade is right near the entrance. You just come through the tunnel under the hedge and then head east till you get there. There are two fairly clear paths at the eastern and southern edges of the cleared space. If you head south, the trees... What happened to the Old Forest after the War of the Ring? If you head south, the trees get close on the left, so take the right path and follow it around to the east to Little Bolt Hill. Keep moving east, it slopes upward as you go, and ignore any side paths. You'll reach Bolt Hill. Bolt Hill. I like to sit underneath the only tree on its crown on sunny days. There's a good breeze up there above the canopy. Be careful if you want to go back to the Bonfire Glade from here. Two paths lead westward, the one you probably came from, and another one that's more northerly. I didn't usually go up that way since I once saw a wolf up there and it gave me a fright. The path south of Bolt Hill will take you down to the Willows. Old Muddyfoot's Hill. Now don't ask me who Old Muddyfoot was, because that I don't know. This isn't so much a hill as it is a big rock sitting in a clearing. It's a good landmark if you've gotten lost though, since you can usually hear the toads away in the marsh to the south. The Bonfire Glade and Bolt Hill are northwest and northeast respectively, but the paths shift sometimes, and it's sometimes hard to find the trails, especially around dusk. Bullfrog Hollow. This area is just south of Old Muddyfoot's Hill. Be careful where you step here, since the mud can get a good grip on your feet. I've squelched back home on many summer days tracking muddy prints through the whole forest. Come to think of it, this is probably where Old Muddyfoot got his name, whoever he was. If you can work your way east and north along the Withy Window from here, you'll find a cottage, but you're probably better off avoiding it. The man who lives there isn't very friendly. If you keep bearing northerly, you'll eventually be able to go west to the Bonfire Glade or east to Bolt Hill. Are they talking about Tom Bombadil? I mean, he could come across as unfriendly because of his aloofness, but I wouldn't call him unfriendly for sure. Anyway, aloofness, is that a word? Anyway, cottage. Stillwell isn't very nice and one... Oh, that's somebody else maybe. Stillwell isn't very nice and won't even nod if he sees you passing. I don't think he likes hobbits. I'm not sure. I try not to walk too near his cottage, which suits us both fine, I think. It's right on the river, so if you see his cook fire, you can find another path. Be careful if avoiding Stillwell brings you up the slope northwest of his cottage. The trees up there seem distrustful of outsiders, and I haven't managed to find any paths back to familiar places in that direction. Shade Pool. I've only found this shady pool once, and the trees seem to be in different places now. It was east and south of Stillwell's cottage, I think, at the bottom of a sloping hill. But the trees have shifted and you can't go that way as easily anymore. I think if you cross the Withy Window south of the cottage and keep your eyes peeled for a path heading east, you can work your way east and eventually north. If the trees cooperate... they're getting together. I think there's gonna be somebody playing very soon. Where was I? I think if you cross the Withy Window south of the cottage and keep your eyes peeled for a path heading east, you can work your way east and eventually north. If the trees cooperate and my sense of direction is working, two things that are unsure inside the forest, you should be able to hook a left immediately after hitting an open space and work your way west to the shady pool. The dale was very foggy, but it was a pretty place. This is a different cottage they're talking about. It may have been the burned cottage we saw. Weaver, watching from the shadows. Thank you for the lurk. I'll see you around. If you follow the... Hold on. Just checking something here. If you follow the Withy Window east, you'll eventually come to a pleasant shore dominated by a truly gigantic willow. This is Old Man Willow, who they call the King of the Forest. Tales say he doesn't care for people who walk on legs, but I've never had any problems with him, so I suppose those are just old wives' tales. Still, it's a nice place for fishing if the bugs don't come out. Tom Bombadil's house. Away to the east side of the old forest, old Tom Bombadil has lived in the forest with his wife Goldberry since time out of mind. There's some tall tales about old Tom, and I have to say he makes me feel kind of young and small when he talks to me. But the one thing you can be sure of with Tom Bombadil is that there's no harm in him, and nothing for any hobbit to fear in his company. This is such a naive, like, tour of the old forest. Like, they don't know there's gigantic spiders in the back and all sorts of nasty things like that. Anyway, from Major Graham Tenderleg, Bree thanks you. Please accept my thanks. Further accept this letter, read it, and return it to me at the Bree Town Hall. What is this about? I don't remember what this was about. Miklaus, I ask at your convenience that you visit me in the Bree Town Hall. I wish to thank you personally for attending to an issue that has long plagued the folk of Bree. I hear that it was by your hand that the haunting of our town is ended, and I wish to see the hero of Bree for myself. Graham Tenderlag, Mayor. Like, I don't remember which quest specifically, because I've done a lot of things like in favor of the Bree folk, but okay. It's good that we're ready right now, before heading out of Bree. So we can go and see what this is about exactly. He's saying haunting, so I'm guessing it's something to do with those shades that were in one area here in Bree Town, and also the other shade that was in the Barrow Downs. Let's see, that's a great outfit on this fellow. That's a nice outfit. Not entirely fitting maybe for the Middle-earth lore, but that's alright. That's alright. It reminds me of that time I saw a Superman, and yeah, it was here in Lorelyn. I saw like a Superman sort of dress character, and he called himself Kal-El, you know, in a different kind of spelling. It was so clever. Maybe I still have the screenshot stashed somewhere. I don't know. I remember sharing the screenshot and stuff. Okay, Karu. You know what? No, I was going to dismiss Karu right now, but let's leave my bug lurker friend in here. Hear ye! Miklos has driven the evil ghost from our alleys.
How can I be of service?
I had thought the reports of the haunting were drunken ramblings. Imagine my surprise when I was approached by the gate watchers at the south gate. They told me it was you, Miklos, that quelled the spirit once wandering the alleys of Bree. For that I am in your debt, as is this town. Please accept this as payment for your deeds, which until now had gone unnoticed. I don't think they've gone unnoticed, but thank you nonetheless, Major.
Would you do something for me?
This is the Trestle Bridge quest. I'm not gonna read it, I'm just going to accept it and remove it from the tracker. May as well get that also. Gives a little bit of experience and silver. It's always a good idea to get those quests, why not? But thank you, Mayor. You need to be a bit more aware of the happenings around you, but nonetheless, no harm done for now. They eventually do become more knowledgeable about things, I think, similar to what happened in the Shire. Like, they are all so, their eyes are so blinded from what is really happening around Middle-earth at this time, at the end of the Third Age in the War of the Ring. But when things get really bad in the Shire because of Sharky and company, that's when their eyes really get open, and after that things change for them. You know, they just had peace for too long and record keeping was not as good, maybe, so they kinda lost sight of things, because they did have battles before. The Great Took, you know, played golf with like a goblin head or something like that. So they did have some combat. They established the Shire in their own way. Contact with other peoples was there, etc., etc. But then they sort of became isolated and peacefully naive or naively peaceful. And that's how it went, right? That's how it went. But alright, let's go there then to, what was it? What was the Hengstasis farm? That's the one. The Hengstasis farm fast travel. Not swift travel, but fast travel, if you will. Automatic travel, we should call it. Auto travel, auto horse, I don't know. Because it's not swift in the sense that you're not immediately teleported to it, so to speak. But we're not going to actually go there. We're going to stop a little bit before that to deliver that to Selendine Brandybuck. I believe she is there. At least that's what the quest ring is showing me. Tesla smart horse. The smart horse, yeah. Or the taxi. We can call it a taxi too. Yeah, that would be a good name. The Uber. The Middle Earth Uber. Except it's not a hunter. Yeah, you know, you still have to wait. It's not like an instant teleport. That's the difference I want to say. That's why I don't want to call it swift travel. Swift travel is when you like just fade away into the next area you're going to or something like that. Tesla smart horse though. I love it. I love it. Feels like we should have some sort of fantasy or sci-fi setting with that. Some sort of setting that has somehow a Tesla smart horse in some way. I feel like Artix Entertainment could be the ones that would pull that off. I can see them pulling something like that off. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, we're nearly at the place. What was this called again? Oh, the Old Greenway Fort. Okay. And we're also gonna speak with Andreg. This is not the right quest. This is not Celandine Brandy Buck. I got it wrong. But okay, let's talk to Andreg anyway. I thought I was seeing the right color, but okay. Old Forest Investigation. Where is this then? Yeah, it was right there in the... It was right there by the Brandywine Bridge, as I figured. But okay, whatever. Let's see what this is about. We still have it all in the tracker, no worries.
What do you need?
It is done then. The orcs must have overrun the valleys of the North Downs. The borders are breached. We must send a warning to my brethren far and wide. Your efforts are of great importance, Miklos.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Seradan must know that though our efforts here are successful, we cannot know the breadth of the invasion southwards. We must also know that our brethren to the north have been unable to prevent the spread of the orc tribes. Make your way south along the Greenway to his cabin and bring him these tidings. Okay, so a little bit nearby to Seradan's cabin. It says the fall of the North Downs, so it might start making you head into the North Downs, but we're not gonna go there, at least not now. What area I am gonna do with Miklos eventually next after Bree-land, I do not know, because I'm gonna choose one or the other. It's not gonna be both, I think. Either the Lone Lands or the North Downs. This is independent from the main story, so even if the main story is taking place in the Lone Lands, like, I can do either area, it's fine. But yeah, which one I do, I'm still undecided on. It's because you keep splitting areas like this, especially across multiple characters, that I keep picturing like the ultimate version of the story that's happening in LOTRO, and again in other MMOs, as being a story not with one protagonist, with one player character protagonist, but rather a party of protagonists, representing a great variety of races and classes preferably, right? It feels like it writes itself a lot easier in that way. Again, if I ever can figure out the logistics to put together a novel or some sort of video, some sort of content that puts this all together in that way. In the same style, like we have, you know, Sonic Adventure 2, as I've said so many times before, I always keep comparing it to that. Yeah, you know, the Sonic Adventure 2 has scenes in chronological order rather than the order in which you're gonna see it in the game, right? Sonic Adventure DX also, and some other games like that. Again, I still want to see if somebody has done that for Star Wars The Old Republic in YouTube. Like, they put together, not a Let's Play necessarily, but it could be like a Let's Play. But they edit the videos so that the scenes really follow one from the other logically, chronologically, right? So while you just saw a couple missions being done with a Sith Warrior, you're not sticking with the Sith Warrior only until the Sith Warrior story is done. You are immediately jumping to something that's happening at the same time for the Jedi Knight, for example, and then to the Republic Trooper, then to the Smuggler, then to the Bounty Hunter, and stuff like that. Something like that. That could be so good to watch, and I want to watch it. The only limitation that would have, I mean, is that you don't customize your character. Is the way the person that did it has the character, of course, and the dialogue choices that they choose for the character. And well, depending on how they edited, maybe other limitations, but I always feel like gameplay should always be shown. It shouldn't just be the cutscenes. So, to really have the full picture, If you can edit the gameplay in a way that doesn't show the UI, it's fine. I mean, it's fine if you show the UI, but if you can edit that in a way that just doesn't show the UI, that's impressive. There's also that. But what was I gonna say? There's something else I wanted to mention regarding that before moving on here with Serdan. What was it? Well, yeah, something related to YouTube, to putting it together. I recall seeing somebody do something kind of like that. Oh, yes! So here's the thing. Even if you don't experience the story like that, for example, the way I just concentrate on one character at a time, right? You could even make it so that the way I kind of tried to do it before, in which you're not gonna even make another character and experience their story, their unique story, until you've gone all the way to the end game with the other character, with whichever character you're doing right now, or to the end of the current story. Now that story has a little bit more with the latest expansion, but still, you get the point, right? If you experience things that way, it's still not that bad, though. I mean, you can put the pieces of the puzzle together, and if you can't, the internet is there, you know? Like Patrick said, we have technology. And then you smash your computer. It's a SpongeBob reference, anyway. You can put it together. And here's the thing. It's very comparable to the Two Towers. From right here, the Lord of the Rings, like, when you see the movie, they switch between them back and forth as they're taking place kind of at the same time. Not taking into account, like, the modifications to the story, like, not showing the Shelob thing until Return of the King, but that's not story. And then, when you read the book, you first experience things from Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and the others' perspective. And then you don't see what's happening at the same time for Frodo, Sam, Gollum, and more until the next half of the book. So you are experiencing it in the way you would experience it, like in these video games, right? In an MMO, if you're not switching back and forth between characters like I'm mostly doing, or even in the Sonic Adventure games, when you're focusing only on one team's story or one character's story. But anyway, that's the tangent I want to talk about. One of these days, maybe I'll find a way of saying those sorts of things without like taking 5 minutes extra away from everything. And if I do, I should make a video. But okay, we're gonna have the outbreak, but let's move on here.
What can I do for you?
Where we succeed in stopping their spread here, we fell in the north. This is dire news. Worse yet is the news that we likely did not prevent all of the orcs from moving through Bree-land. I fear for the lives of the rangers watching the passes and roadways throughout the southern reaches. I will continue to hold my post, but I must ask you for more assistance. For all your efforts thus far, however, I offer you thanks and this small token of our appreciation. Oh, that reminds me I should get some food. Some food of all kinds. This should get locked. Let's eat this one. Small fillets. Thank you for that, sir, then. And we have run out of this one. Which one is this? Cooked food. Okay. We've run out of cooked food now. This gives more vitality, but no might. I'll go for the might option. Why not? Let's get the Bootlurker companion again. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get some cooked food. Probably time to get back to my Hobbit. To my Hobbit cook and send it to Miklos right here. I thought that before the best course of action was just to send it to all my characters, but I'm not active with all the characters at the same time, right? I'm concentrating on one at a time. I am alternating between them a lot, but I'm only concentrating on one at a time, actually. So the best thing to do is to cook the food and send it to that character. Farm the food with the farmer, then send it to my cook, Grizzleberg, and then boom, send it to the bunch of characters. I mean, not a bunch of characters, sorry, the character I'm concentrating on. But now, let's get back around the Buckland area. I think I have a map to the party tree, and I'm just gonna use it. Map to buy water, okay. Let's try to use the map to buy water, and from there we can just take a horse Uber, a Tesla smart horse, to the Buckland gate or so. Although I may not have that synchronized. I still have the milestone cooling down for Bree, so I'm gonna have to take this. Do I have any Hobnanigans maps? Maybe that will help. I mean, Hobnanigans was not very far away from where I was, so it may not help. I have the... Yeah, I have the Shire Homestead's fast travel. That's not gonna do either. Well, let's go to the stable master and see what I can do. Where was the stable master again? Where is the nearest stable master? I forget. Okay, yeah, Hobbiton over there. Okay. Ah, but I want to play LOTRO more often. I just don't have the time. Don't have the time. No time. I keep talking. I keep saying that all the time. Again, any free time that I've had, I've dedicated to, been dedicating to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel as of late. Oh yes, I forgot to mention. Yes, today I can mention this. Yesterday, I did also dedicate some time to this, especially when I can multitask with it. I finally finished the Spanish game that we started that other day. The unexpected Spanish Inquisition game we started. And I won an economic victory. The gold victory right there. We won it. And it was great. It was great. A great economic victory. I acquired all the resources, amassed over 20,000 gold, and had... Ooh, the requirement is to have at least 400 gold per turn for 10 turns. I ended up getting like 800, 1,000 plus, but I ended up using that to get some resources like almost for free from people. Like, it's the only resource that the opponents have, so you have to pay like 3 times more at least than you would usually pay for them to part with it, because if they part with their only copy of the resource, they're not gonna have like the happiness bonus on their people, so of course it's bad for them. Okay, we can take this one, I think, and we just stop at the right time. Yeah, that will do the trick. Oh yeah, actually, the big update that I remember now, they removed the gold cap, right? Yes, they removed the gold cap. Wonderful. So yeah, now I do have more than 5 gold. That's gonna be very helpful. I could go into one of my other characters and send some gold to Miklos, but that's not necessary. I have no big reason to give a lot of like currency to Miklos. I forgot! I knew there was something I was forgetting from the new update. Yeah, that's the one thing that is relevant to me with what I'm doing right now in LOTRO. So that's exciting. That's exciting for me. Also, the future superstars will be creating will benefit from that. That's wonderful. I think I had like 1 or 2 more characters that needed to break the gold cap that I created after the last time I was ever VIP. So I'll have to look into them. The Stout Axe is definitely one of those. I don't remember who else though. Could it be, might be Yordning? No, I don't think so. I think it's maybe only that one more. The Stout Axe Dwarf. And that's it. That is it. But anyway, Civ 5 though. Civ 5 was great. The economic victory there with Spain. So I have successfully completed the game with Spain. Now I am looking in the Steam Workshop at a potential mod that completely overhauls in relation to all the other mods I've used before. But it's a combination of mods that I've been wanting to use. That's why I want to have it. Otherwise I can't combine those mods because they conflict with each other. So this mod brings them together so that they don't conflict. But then this one is such a big overhaul that it may also conflict with other things. I ask a question on the page, hopefully the modder replies to that, asking if it's compatible with the extra victory conditions mod. What I'm gonna have to do is download it, install it, and see how it's able to work. I'm gonna do a bunch of test games with it maybe before I do like a proper Civ 5 game again. And that will determine whether I fully use it or not. Oh, and I'm also gonna have to clear the cache on the mod folder, so that whole thing is gonna take a little while. If we have a future Civ 5 stream, it may be about testing that, or it may be... We have to dismount here, hold on. Just in time. Just at the gate. I thought we would overtake it a little bit, but no. Wonderful. It can be either... Oh, didn't need to mount, she was right here. It will either be that or it will be playing one of the scenarios, because that's something that I can do without mods in the like while I'm still trying to figure out like the modding thing. But I think that's okay. Games for next week, I think, well, we can do Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, especially if I'm able to have that tournament. To find one on one of those days, Friday or Saturday after the festival is over. And or SOTOR. We definitely should have SOTOR next week. And yeah, LOTRO is gonna be there next week again. I think it's a guarantee to have every week now.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Oh, these are notes on the old forest from Rolo Maggot. Oh my, the boy is sweet on me, it seems. He's such a wonderful lad. I had never noticed this before. Thank you, ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟. I will be certain to put these to good use. Just don't visit the old forest, please.
Good day.
Oh yeah, she's also telling me
Hello there.
you should speak to poor Will Mac just a bit north of here. He's likely worried sick of Rolo's disappearance. Yeah, hopefully the two lads are able to return because still... Oh, there's Will Mac, my bad. Right there.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
You found him. He's coming back soon and I can finish all I set out to do. For that you deserve something. It may not be much, I fear, but here, please take it, if it is of use to you. You have no idea how much you have helped me. It's definitely of use to me. Would this be cooked food? No, it's all trail food. I figured. Is cooked food something you can only get by crafting it? It makes sense if that is the case, right? Like from the name. So there we go, literally the only thing we had left is this thing in the south, although let me check my quest tracker. We're not counting like the quests that like give you a guide like on where to go next, like, you know, Trestle Bridge, the start to the North Downs. We're not counting the main quest, that's on the Lone Lands anyway. And we're not counting the dungeon, the instance, the Great Barrow. Yeah, I forgot, that was like something I was considering doing, but we have our hands full with this. I think we're gonna have our hands full with this area in the south. So we better get going. I don't think there's any Uber I can take there. We're gonna have to do it the old school way. Oh yeah, and let's organize the inventory. We're gonna lock these two. Any food like this is good to have, though I might start throwing some of those away. If they start occupying like really too much space there. So many other things that I'm not really using. Maybe I should consider using them. Item wear reduction, tome, Slayer and skill deed boost. No, tome of defense, tome of tracking. No, absolutely not. Writ to special passage, not quite. This is for cosmetic purposes, I think. What else do we have? Oh, wait a minute. Weaver gave this to me. Was I supposed to choose one of them and I still haven't done that? Wait a minute, why are these still here? Let me take a look at my skills. Okay, hold on a minute. Did I have to choose one of them or did I have all of them? Let's take the Blood Raven. Let me be my vampire goth self. It's the goth dimension, if you will. And here is my friend, Blood Raven. Do we get all of them? We do get all of them. See, it's a good thing I'm checking my inventory. My gosh. And the Frost Raven. Why can't I use it? Oh yeah, I gotta dismiss first. Okay. And the Modeled Raven. Okay. What name should I give my Blood Raven, though? Wow, this is so cool, though. Oh, I love this Raven. I love this Raven. So good. Definitely gonna have that as a companion for now. Yeah, let's have all those ravens together. Raven lore here. The bug lurker. Also this eagle. Thank you again, Weaver. I'm sorry I left them forgotten there, but there we go. Better late than never. Gift for homeowner. Oh, yeah, this is... No. We're not gonna open that for now. Map to ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕠 yeah. I mean, I don't know if the map to ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠 is gonna get me any closer. It's around this area. It's around the same distance anyway. Yeah, it's not gonna do much for me. What is this? Plus 5% attack damage for 6 hours. Not bad, not bad. Might be good to use when I get to that area, since I'm gonna be fighting a lot of enemies, but I feel like it's best if we save that for another time. Continuing swiftness could be helpful, but nah. Nah. What is this? Eornate's Ward. Yeah, I'm keeping this for cosmetic outfits. Yeah. Let me see what I'm wearing. Look at that! Like, the actual equipment I'm wearing is not that unfitting either. It has a nice synergy to it, too. The equipment outfit, like, the only thing that's kinda out of place is the cape, but it has its charm. You know, the red and blue. Let's change for a little bit. Let's change for a little bit, alright? Do I have any other outfits I've crafted? Well, this is kind of an outfit. Just gotta get a hat for it, I think. Hold on. Maybe this will fit? This fits! I like it! I like that. Look at that! Yeah, that works. All of them very wizard-like. Very lovely, very mage-like. So yeah, I'm not Mick Claus the Violet right now, but it's still such a good-looking outfit. Yeah, let's keep using that. It even goes a lot better with the shoes I'm wearing because even in the cosmetic outfit here, I'm not wearing the right shoes. They're still like red. Well, they don't look entirely out of place either, but they look much better. With this, there's so much better synergy. And this is a hat that covers more. I love those hats more. Yeah. If I make a wizard, if I make a mage, a black mage or whatever in FF14, I'm going to lean towards equipment like that. It's gonna be a very classic looking mage maybe, like maybe even covering the face in the way black mages usually have it in classic Final Fantasy games. You just see like 2 yellow eyes and the rest is black. I always love that look so much. So yeah. There are so many looks that I'm probably gonna want to do. But hey, I'm gonna try not to spend more money than I will already be spending in the subscription. I am getting way ahead of myself though. I'm going to stop it though. I need to stop speaking about FF14 like it's a sure thing. Why don't we concentrate on Middle-earth for now? We are back to Lord of the Fashion Online. Yes. Yes, we are. No, seriously, I really like the way this looks. Like, this is why cosmetics just sell so well. Like, it makes players sell microcurrency so well. Getting good garbs, getting good looks for you. Dripping really well reignites your passion for the game somehow. I know I'm not alone on this camp. No, there's a lot of players like this, and yeah, I can count myself among them. You gotta be careful sometimes though. Then there's other games too that are not MMOs that have like a gajillion costumes on their characters, especially because the games themselves are free to play, right? But that is more of a mixed bag because it doesn't feel like I have to get a bunch of different costumes on the same character. Whoever I end up choosing, whether it's a fighting game or a MOBA or whatever. It's more like I would go for the costume that fits my style the most. But then I might get tired of that for a while, right? Because you're supposed to concentrate on one character. If you don't, then you may not specialize well enough to be able to compete well against other players, right? Yeah, I find that, for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not the same. You could learn a lot of different decks. That's why I like playing that. And I like to think that other card games are the same if I ever play them. Shadowverse, Hearthstone, etc. That sort of thing. I found this great community, by the way. I was mentioning that when we saw that on the last stream on Monday. This person, I think his name was Frello, who organizes Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. I joined the Discord, and they have a lot of different card games that they play. It's the VTuber trading card game community. At least that's the name I saw. So there's a lot of card games that they play. They also have Pokemon, Magic the Gathering channels, and many more things. They're gonna do something different than Yu-Gi-Oh! This week, and it's a good week to do that because the Xyz Festival is going on. So if they do their own tournament, it would kind of conflict with that. I don't think they did it only for that reason, if even for that reason at all, but still, I think it works well. So they're going to do Shadowverse. I think they're doing a Shadowverse tournament. But right now, I love to participate in that, but I don't have the time to invest in learning a new card game altogether. It's like playing a new MMO right now. I don't have the time to invest, like, even if it's like free to play, like I don't have the time to learn a new MMO right now. Only if it's requested by someone. And yeah, I need to, oh my gosh, Weaver, if you're still there, I'm supposed to ask you what you want for the next stream because you, as the top gifter for the subathon, you got me to do a stream. And because of how many gift subs you gave, I think it can be something like 6 hours. That's a good amount. 6 hours, I think, is a good number for it. A 6+ hour stream, let's say. And if Miss Weaver is not there, I need to talk to him. because I was supposed to send the message. Just gonna make a note here very quickly. But now, yes, we are getting closer to the area. No Uber, I've got to get there myself. But this is a nice mount. Which one is this? The steed of the first marshal? I think it is, right? Yeah. The steed of the first marshal. I'm still so proud. I won this in the Harnkeker games. Just from a bronze medal. That was on the first one I participated in. Where I got only one bronze medal, I think, yeah. From the storytelling contest. What year was this? 2016, maybe? I don't remember. My goodness, has it been that long? I guess it has been that long. Yes, I think this is the area I was thinking about. Yeah, this is the area I was thinking about. We're gonna have to get to fights. There's another player here. A Lanzo. A hobbit there. Fascinating. There's my blood raven, though. Do your worst, my friend. To these scoundrels. The blood ravens have debuffs, right? Let me take a look at the skills they have. Benediction of the Raven. Makes the target more vulnerable to fire. What are they? Are they a hunter? I couldn't tell. But they have a bow, I think. Might be good to party up if they're willing to do it. But yeah, remember where I have to go. Here. I think this is where this person is, yeah. Greenbrier Scouts. So yeah, this area takes a little while.
Greetings.
Greenbrier finally sent support? We have been wondering if it had forgotten us. When we arrived, we found a far larger force than anticipated and knew that we could not desert the post. Already we have seen these fiends performing terrible acts. We must remain resolute and carry out our duties.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Greenbrier was right to send us here, but we figured more support would arrive once we realized that we could not submit reports. Your news of what is happening in the north makes it clear that the brigands are moving in with the caravans they left through. Those unlucky enough to not have the coin to pay for passage are treated without civility, their lives forfeit, and their goods claimed by these vile creatures. Your information confirms what we have feared. The swarthy fellows among their number are half-orcs, foul beasts. Again, foul beasts, because as I've asked before, how did you get a half-orc? What is the story behind that? Maybe I don't want to know the answer. But if you mean half human, half orc, how was such a creature born? What happened? Maybe I don't want the answer to that question. My gosh. The time has come to strike back for every life these beasts have claimed. Strike out into the ruins and scorch this enemy clean. I will see you paid handsomely. 1 silver, 80 copper doesn't seem very handsome, but I'm gonna do it, of course, because I want to help out too.
Could I speak with you a moment?
There is a leader among these fiends, Sharky's lieutenant in Andrath. I have seen him, a burly fellow, a man not a half-breed. He makes his lair high in the southwestern ruins and barks orders out to all these fools. He must be dealt with. Perhaps without a leader, the brigands will not recover, buying time for more to join the fight against this Sharky. Yes. Oh, and Watcher Oakdale also? As I remember, yeah, there's a lot of quests to do in here.
Would you do something for me?
Some caravans and drivers have enough coin to press through the blockade here in Andrath. We have seen this happen a few times. The price they pay is steep and drives prices of their goods ever higher in Bree-land. Those caravans are unwilling or unable to pay the price the brigands demand. Their shipments are claimed by the brigands and this practice must cease. I implore you, man, search the ruins and the enemy within for any of these goods. They are the lifeblood of our homeland and without this trade we will begin to see true suffering. It's kind of funny the way he says, man. I know he's saying that because it's my race, but I implore you, man. Like, kind of sounds different. It's like he would say, I implore you, elf, I implore you, hobbit, etc., right? Depending.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Since we made our way to the Vale of Andrath, I have been plagued by terrible dreams, and unaccustomed as I am to the wild, unbearable noises from the nearby swamp. My sleep when it comes is fitful at best and I fear this day since last I closed my eyes for more than an hour. I wonder, could you do me the favor of clearing out the knickerbrickers who make the swampland to the north and east their home? I would ever be grateful for your help. Like kind of a mouthful to say the names of those creatures. I prefer to just call them breakers for that reason. It's a mouthful for me.
Would you do something for me?
A moment and a lower voice if you would. Watcher Brittle Leaf need not hear this as it would only drive him to do something foolish, I fear. Within the ruins I have seen another terror, worse than any leader of men. A leader of these half-breeds. He stands taller than most and is a fearsome sight to behold. Should you run afoul of this fellow, I would advise fleeing towards the hills. But you have the appearance of an adventurous man, so I will offer you a reward for the defeat of this menace. The half-orc dwells just inside the gate from the south, at the deepest depths of their encampment. Very well, Watcher Oakdale. I will do so. Excellent. Exactly 5 quests. Perfect for the tracker. I assume I will acquire more as I turn these in, and probably as I explore the ruins, taking care of all these enemies. What a bunch of scoundrels these are. But vile creatures for sure. Vile creatures for sure. Like, you heard the story. What else do you need to know, right? Oh yeah, and we also collect something from their defeat, so... Yeah. It's a lot of quests that we're doing at the same time. That's perfect. Perfect. Of course, I will try to do as many as I can. Where are they telling me to go? Oh, okay. So there's also, outside of this relative area, a little bit more like on the outskirts, but that's okay. I think it's best if we avoid a lot of them at the same time, though. But... I don't know, maybe we can take them. Maybe we can take them. This is a really good area to party up, and I see that there are other players here, so maybe I'll just do that. But, let me see. I'm over-leveled. I'm quite over-leveled. Not by an extreme amount. They're not great either, but we could pull something off. Do I have any AoE that I could use? Let me see. Yeah, Cracked Earth can be a good one. So it might be a good idea, but I feel like I have to open with that because... Oh no, wait. Whoa, that was close. You bruiser! That was easy. I'm starting to sound overconfident. But Cracked Earth is good though, because it's immediately AoE damage. So we're able to hit a lot of them right there like that. And the reason why I say we should open with it is because I keep my distance. So if some of them start moving towards me, then I can no longer use the AoE. So yeah, better take care of that advantage first, and then I can do the 1-2-3 combo. Excuse me, of Burning Embers, Gust of Wind, and Lightning Strike. I need to take a drink. Hold on. Okay, all good now. Okay. You knave, you scoundrel. Knave, I want to use that word, I want to use that word more. Knave. You knave. Has a similar feel to scoundrel. Such an old-timey way to call out ruffians and brigands. Well, also those words, ruffian, brigand, probably are old-timey like that. I like them. Very fitting for Middle-earth too in that way. If you know this, or whether you don't know this, but I am somebody that has lived for at least some centuries. I may have lost count and it may be more, it may be less than that, but yeah, having lived for centuries as a star cluster, it feels right to me to be speaking in the way people spoke centuries ago. Although I was a star cluster in multiple dimensions, some of those dimensions were futuristic. Well, I still am, but that's another story. I'm more human than star cluster now, at least for this lifetime, and then I'll go back to it, in a way. I think the ultimate combination is to be a superstar, to be a star cluster, and also to be human, among other things, like vampire, machine, cyborg, etc. I am digressing though. The reason why I'm saying that is because of the old-timey ways of speaking, right? Can be fun for role-playing too, for sure. Definitely, definitely. Caravan goods, so yeah, we can also collect them like this. I feel like it's a bit overkill. I'm not gonna go out of my way to collect them as items, because I'm gonna be killing a lot of these enemies anyway. But if I do encounter them on the way as I keep defeating other enemies and such, yes, I should collect them. It would be a waste not to, right? You Blade Bearer, let's fight. Bring it on. That's all you got, eh? Alright. We have a captain also coming in. What the hell? Let's take on all 3 of them. Hopefully I didn't bite off more than I can chew. I think we're fine, yeah. I think we're fine. Uh-oh. Let's get away from those caltrops. Caltrops is what they're called, right? Let me see. Yeah, caltrops. Probably saying it a little bit weird with my accent, but hopefully you get what I'm saying there. Like those nails, caltrops. I don't remember exactly what that means, but it's kind of like nails, right? Like nails that you hammer. At least that's what they look like to me. Thumbnails. Thumbtacks. No, not thumbnails, sorry. Thumbtacks. Thumbnail is something different. Something I need to become better at for YouTube and in a way for Twitch. Huh? I mentioned before that when I do that daily announcement, like I did today, the skills used for that are really very similar to the skills that I have to use for thumbnails on YouTube. Oh, I should have opened with Cracked Earth. That's okay. We'll be fine even then. Very nice. And that was the Half-Orc leader. Okay. Yes, we also have to find Sharky's lieutenant. Yeah, it was gonna be a fight on one side or the other, but if I had been in the middle... If I had stayed in the middle, I might have aggroed even more. So yeah, I had to choose one side, even if I aggroed before I could fight them. Okay, no big deal though. Oh yes, I'm remembering this area fully now. Yes, hopefully this damages both. Yes, I think it got both. Oh, and they're both ranged, okay. I thought the Half-Orc sentry wasn't going to be, but alright. Man, seriously, what vile creatures, like... The implication! Half-Orc, the implication! How did you create a Half-Orc in Middle-earth? What happened? What happened? Maybe I should stop asking it. Maybe I'm not gonna like the answer. I get the feeling the Tolkien Gateway, the wikis are gonna have some information on that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to see it now, but it's not a safe area. It's not a safe area. Enemies are gonna respawn too, so... Let's not do that. But I can't help but be curious, like... How the hell do you do that? How the hell do you do that? What went down? Did it involve 2 people doing a particular thing that creates life? How? Or was that created with sorcery, maybe? An orc just became a half-orc, or a man just became a half-orc somehow? What's up, Darnolf? Glad you could make it to the stream. I'm just here wondering how half-orcs exist. But maybe I don't want to know the answer. How's your Wednesday going? We're about to get to a nap break, so watch out for that, though. Just for 90 seconds and all that. You knave! Let's go. Because I think Darnolf will get that. Since he's not a sub. Okay. Yeah, we have to keep going further up there. So yeah, we should keep going. I think I've already defeated all the enemies there are to defeat around here for the quest. But yeah, now I also have to defeat them because they are on my way. The leader is most likely up there. So first, from the low ground, let's fight. You had the high ground, Blade Bearer. Why are you coming down? Don't you know the high ground is more powerful? Like, even outside of memes, it actually is better. I'm bleeding right now, but I don't care. I think I could have removed the bleeding from myself, right? Which one is it that does that? Maybe not. My beautiful Blood Raven. Still need to figure out a name. I'm trying to think of maybe vampire names or something. But something that perhaps fits Middle-earth. Perhaps. That's Sharky's lieutenant. Okay, let's get to it. What is this I see glowing there? Supply cache? I haven't even bothered to open any chests, if you noticed. Because I feel like my inventory is too stacked anyway. Okay, let me try this skill here. My Blood Raven taking in that aggro though. Well done, my friend. Well done. And welcome back from the outbreak. Hopefully you can all hear me. Where did you come from? Take that, you scoundrel! Can we get an exclamation mark scoundrel there? Let's see what there is in here. Anything interesting? It's either all or nothing. Okay, yeah, we can take these. We can take these. Yeah, barrow iron ore. I forgot about that. Haven't seen it in a while. Okay, I think there's something important to pick up. Or not. No, I guess not. Rushlight candle. I don't care about anything for, like, trophies for tasks or anything like... Take that, you scoundrel! There we are! Thank you, Sammy. Or anything for... crafting on this character is not something that I'm concerned with. Reputation and crafting. Not with this character. Not with this character. Alright, let's return and turn these in. Avoiding as much combat as possible on the way. What about my Raven, though? I think my Raven might aggro something trying to get back to me. Well, anyway, let's fight this archer for now. Yes, it aggroed the captain and the archer there. Hopefully no more than that. I think it may have aggroed more had it not been for the fact that most of those enemies were taken care of. Maybe they're still respawning. Okay. No big harm, no big harm. All good. Yes, I think it's best if we just fight that Bruiser. Bruiser Brody is the first thing that comes to mind, the professional wrestler. Man, that reminds me, there's been some big news in the wrestling world. With Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes leaving AEW. So much that I have to say about that, but I'm not gonna say it. It's not really too relevant to the stream. And also, I think I'm getting burnt out on pro wrestling again. For the most part, it's something that I can end up dropping, you know? For all the priorities that I have in the world, if there's anything I can end up dropping, it's pro wrestling. Which also reminds me, KOF 15. We also talked about it on Monday, but yeah, it's coming out this week. I think maybe tomorrow, I don't remember the date. And I did read the team's stories, and oh my gosh, that's some great lore that they had that. I even had to go back and watch one of the endings of the previous game of KOF 14. There is a multiverse thing they're doing. And as a matter of fact, let me share a quote that I got from one of the team's stories that it kind of explains what has been going on. So let me see. Yeah, for something that they said to one of the characters. The Crucible of Souls connects to all universes, converging all possibilities in the multiverse. However, these can only be perceived as illusions, and only a limited few are capable of meddling with them. Those with such abilities are known as amplified specters. These people are the new protagonists of the saga, Shunei, the main protagonist, and the new rival that they introduced in KOF 15 for him, Ayla, I think is her name. I think that's how you say the name. Neither the Crucible of Souls nor these illusions appear naturally on this side, but if there are distortions in space-time or resonance with amplified specters, such circumstances may entice them to manifest on this plane. And then the next quote, do bear this in mind, where the Crucible of... Do bear this in mind, where the Crucible of Souls to appear in this world. Allow not evildoers to approach. That power is incredibly dangerous. Theoretically, it could even revive the dead. So, what that power has been doing is getting characters from other dimensions, from other universes involved in King of Fighters. This is why we saw characters from Samurai Showdown and other games in KOF 14. And then also dead characters coming back to life, as well as even characters that not died but faded from existence. Not gonna say who, but one of the characters that's been revived didn't just like die, like they faded from existence altogether. That wasn't a death, that was like completely being erased. So that's an entirely different story.
What do you need?
But yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on around us. You may have heard the noise. That's great though. Other players are here too. I will hail the next caravan finding their way through the gates, dispatch of any brigands foolish enough to cross me, and speed these goods along to those in need. It may not be much, but this will surely help to alleviate what must be a growing problem amongst many of the farmers in Bree-land. Here, you have earned this.
What can I do for you?
The terrible acts I witnessed that creature perform will not leave me, but I may find restful sleep again knowing that you have brought his reign to an end. I have little to offer you, but this is well deserved. Let's see, let's get the Atlas essences.
How can I be of service?
We cannot restore those who were taken, but we can rest in knowing that some manner of justice has been served. I cannot say that the future of Bree-land is brighter, as even now I see that the numbers of these enemies swells to restore those perched. Bree-land is in grave danger from this sharky fellow. Oh, Saruman, what have you done?
You need.
As I expected, I fear that my companion Watcher Oakdale is right. Bree cannot solve this problem alone. We will need to seek counsel elsewhere. You have done your service to Bree-land because I offer you only what you have earned and what we can spare. What is next?
Could I speak with you a moment?
My resolve will not falter, but logic bids me act quickly, and so I will. I need you to return to Chief Watcher Greenbrier with all haste. Tell him what you have seen here and implore him to see through his hatred of the Rangers. They may be the only ally which Bree-land can rely upon in this dark time. This fortress is lost to us, but Oakdale and I will do what we can to stay the tide from spilling into Bree-land before the citizens have been prepared. Go now, before these fiends see our location, and bring about the end of our resistance before it is begun. One more thing I need to do, I need to take care of those breakers for poor Andrath, who can't sleep in here. Sleep is so important. Yes, of course, I want to help you sleep well, my friend. Yeah, because I'll have to turn it in, so I'm gonna have to get back here. Otherwise, I could just kill them and then be on my way to Greenbrier. It is kind of looking, depending on what's next. Uh-oh. Oh, we nearly avoided that. Okay. That could have been worse. I think we will be able to wrap up the stuff in Bree-land today. So what does this mean for the next LOTRO stream? Well, that's a good question. That is a good question. What should we do for the next stream, everyone? Should we go back and do something else with another character? Advance through the story with Bolston. I think the last thing I did was Mirkwood with him. I don't think there's any festival event of any sort going on right now that we could do. It's right now February, so I don't know. I don't think there's any nearby. The closest I think is gonna be the anniversary on April, right? Or spring happens before that? Yeah, we might have the spring festival next month. They probably have the dates there. Cordovan maybe has the dates posted there, but I haven't taken a look at them. But yeah, for now though, next week, it's probably gonna be a new character then. I think that might be a good idea. Either a minstrel or what was the other class? Warden. I feel like we should save Warden for last because it's maybe the most complicated class out there. Or at least it will be for me. But I'm up for anything. We can let it be randomly or we can make a poll to decide. What would you like to see, maniacs? What would you like to see for the next character? Even if we don't finish today, whatever the case is coming nearer. The time for a new superstar in Middle-earth is coming. What would you like it to be? We can also vote on the race. It's either going to be elf or hobbit. I just want it to be one of those two races because we already did a man right here for these last classes. And I'm saving the dwarf for the brawler when eventually I get that. Yeah, let's take care of these breakers. This is a large search area, but I get the feeling they're closer to the water. They tend to be anyway, so we might want to go there. Oh, there we go. A biting one. 12 of them is a little bit though. But that's perfectly fine. Again, if we are close to ending, I mean, it's not like we should rush the end. If we have some extra time, I think we could go chill in front of the Prancing Pony. If there are people playing. I saw Cheranias interacting with someone. So there's that. Other than that, yeah, I don't think it's like a good time to try to any role playing. I'm not gonna do that. Again, it's a little bit complicated for me to do it in the middle of streaming. If it's very in-depth role playing, like, you know, Hall of Fire Wednesday. Oh, North Bree-land? No, I'm pretty sure I've done everything. If you mean the Wildwood, that's a different story though. I don't know the level for this area. What is the level for this area? No, this is literally the last of Bree-land. That's why I'm saying I think we're close to the end. If you mean that new area, the orc camps, yes, I think we did that. We could check though. We could make sure. I'm forgetful, especially when we have the LOTRO streams be very spread out like this. I can take a look though, Darnulf. Yeah, it would be a good idea to do so. I can also see the quests I have finished in the quest log, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna remember where they happen. Let me see, very quickly. Show completed. Yeah, that's gonna take a moment to load. Bree-land, what do we have here? Thornley's farm, Thornley's rescue. Break it. Dirty work, orc slaying. Yeah, this seems to be what happened there. The first of many foes that made their way into Bree-land from the North Downs. Orcs encamp at Kirit Nur on the west side of the Greenway to the north of the old Greenway Fort. That sounds like he was there to the north for sure, yeah. I'm not gonna see everything here though. Yeah, the old Greenway Fort is around where we're heading, right? This is the old Greenway Fort, and then to the north of Hank Stacer's farm. Towards North Downs and Esteldine. Yeah, around this area, where it's bordering with Trestlebridge. I remember the area you're talking about, and I think we did do that, but let's check nonetheless. Let's check to make sure, I mean. Oh yeah, the other thing we could do is the Great Barrow, but I don't think we'll have time for that. I think I'll just leave it then, without doing the GB. That's perfectly fine, though. Or at least for this stream. If there were a festival, though, I think I would definitely be up for that for, like, the next live stream. The next LOTRO stream. It's exciting, though. It's exciting. To make a new character is always so exciting. Star Maker Day is always exciting. Maybe I should call the upcoming Master Duel stream also a Star Maker Day. We're making a new deck. If we're able to find all the cards we need, if we're able to have the gems and the materials to create the deck I want to create with again, which again is a Constellar deck. From what I understand, there's going to be multiple different packs. We'll find out tomorrow. I'll find out tomorrow, one way or another. Some of those packs, from what I've seen in the leaks, are aimed towards Constellars, but then there's also the Zodiac, so it's like I'm gonna have to make a choice between one archetype or the other. And yeah, it's gonna be maybe difficult. But yeah, expect to see a lot of Zodiac monsters and decks on the tournament. Hopefully they don't steamroll me. Hopefully the rewards are good too, also. Yeah.
What do you need?
Yes, I could hear the sound of the swamp diminish as the Nickers retreated from around the camp. I thank you, friend. Perhaps tonight I will find a true rest that will strengthen my resolve and restore my heart. The name of those creatures is such a mouthful. I'm gonna try calling them Breakers only from now on. It's anyway. I think we can fast travel to Bree-land. Let's use the milestone, that will be a lot faster. Yeah, it sounded like that stuff up there, but we're gonna head there. I don't know if Greenbrier is gonna give me more quests here, though. So let's have a look. Thank you everybody who's been watching. If you don't follow the stream, though, I would appreciate it if you hit that follow button, so you can see more of this mania. Of the LOTRO mania. And other games I play, like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel I mentioned, as well as Sutor. Or you can also subscribe if you haven't already, and those financially support me, which is such a wonderful thing to do. Such a wonderful thing to do. I have a nice Twitch payout coming my way soon-ish, thanks to the wonderful result of the subathon. And as always, stay tuned. You can follow me on the rest of social media if you want to know, and also join the Discord if you want to know when the next subathon will be. Because we will have another one again. I just don't know how soon. There are some reasons why I think I can have one on March. And again, that one we may have 0 subscribers for all I know, but there's a reason why it might be, but I will mention that another time. We are close though. We are making our way towards 400 followers. We have a good road going towards that, so any new followers would be appreciated too. And that's something you can do for free. Yay! And also on Twitter, that one is even closer, which is a goal of 200 followers on the main account. Not talking, of course, about the Kamen Rider Daily account. And also, today, not in Japanese time, today is the Kamen Rider X anniversary. Another great Kamen Rider anniversary. So many anniversaries happen in January and February, mostly January. But it's worth celebrating. And also the day after, which is already that day in Japan, is the anniversary of my first ever rider, Kamen Rider V3. So yes, there's a post, there will be a tweet celebrating that too in the Kamen Rider Daily account. Chief Watcher, we need to talk. Bruce Leaf and Oakdale are no cowards, but I cannot heed their advice. The Rangers are a dangerous and wild lot and do more harm in this line than good. You idiot! I will not invite them into Bree-land where they will install themselves as our overlords as soon as this crisis is ended. I can understand that skepticism, why he thinks that, but at the end of the day, he's making a very wrong choice. No, there must be another way. I have received other news from within the bounds of Bree-land, other citizens that need defense from this brigand menace. I would see you aid them before seeking the yoke of the Rangers. That is good though, that he is trying to aid other people. He's not telling me what they are though. That's just the ignorance of not knowing what the Rangers truly are though. And that's partly why they do end up, the brigands do end up encroaching into Bree-land. And by extension the Shire, or maybe it's the other way around. But I don't think the brigands came from Eric Lewin. So yeah. I think this is part of the reason why they were able to move into the Shire. And ladies and gentlemen, we may have finished everything there is to do in Bree-land in terms of like quests. We can do exploration deeds though. I like the look of this character though. He seems to be in roleplay mode. Wonderful. Rikjarn, I believe is how you say that name. Rikjard Bjorn's song. I feel like I should hail him or something, but we should just make our way. We're gonna go back to the north to check if we have done all those quests. Maybe it's because I already did some quests. Maybe it was those quests in the north or others that Greenbrier didn't have more to say to me. I was expecting him to give me a quest to talk to someone for the next area of quests in Bree-land or something like that. But no. You know, he was talking about aiding somebody else somewhere else. Is there a vendor around here? I don't remember if there was somebody that... There's the forge, but no. No, Kenton is not a vendor. No. Yeah, to get rid of some junk and get repairs, I think. I think it's time for that. Take a look at this halberd. Oh, that's not how the halberd looks, is it? I know I can't equip that, but... Oh, I can equip that. No, it's a staff. Okay. This is completely misleading, though. Take a look at how it looks in the inventory, in that icon. Great to see you, brother. Glad you could make it. Take a look at how it looks in the icon here, and then how it looks cosmetically. Look. That is so misleading. That is like... what do you call it? Clickbait. And it's literally clickbait because I click on it to take a look at it. That, my friends, is LOTRO clickbait. We have found what clickbait looks like in Middle-earth. Wow, who would have thought? No, it's not a halberd, it's a staff. It looks like a halberd. You see what I mean? You see what I mean, Darnolf? It looks so different, but it's a staff. Yeah, and I'm not gonna equip that for equipment either. False advertisement. Yeah, it's clickbait though. We can call it clickbait because I literally have to click on it with control to see what it looks like. Yeah, I could do it as cosmetic though, but it's a staff. Take a look at it. Not sure if you can see. It says it right there to the left. It's a staff. Got no axe and pike head. Yeah, and on the inventory it shows like that pike head or whatever. Why would you show it to... Why would it look like that in the inventory? That's clickbait. That's clickbait. Great name though, Bandit Basher. Some decent statistics, but I already have something better. That was... That's kind of funny though. We got clickbait here in LOTRO. Who would have thought? You don't need to go to YouTube. You don't need to go to, I don't know, Twitter even to see clickbait. You can see it in-game. Who would have thought? LOTRO clickbait. No, because I mean, you're literally clicking there. But alright, let's head to the north then. This is the farm. The area where you get mounts. Oh yes, and again, this outfit. I will love this outfit on Miklos. I think I should return to the purple outfit when I'm finished with him, though. So that he stays like that, like his signature outfit. But I like this outfit a lot. I think I want to keep the equipment I'm wearing permanently and save it as its own outfit. As a matter of fact, let me do that right now. Just for a moment. Because I don't think I have registered them in an outfit in any way. So give me a second. I'm gonna strip myself for a moment. It's gonna look a little bit weird, but it's for the sake of this outfit. We have a green one here. Outfit 5 is literally red, so let's do it red like that. Oh, and also the shoulders. Where are the shoulders? Oh, yeah. Control left click. Yeah, that's what I did. But for these ones, I want to have them registered already. Man, he looks so thin now. so exposed. Like such a glass cannon, if you will. Let's see. If you know of a better way to register them while you have them equipped, please let me know. Because I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. Anyway. Ulalas is inviting me to join a kinship. I don't think so. I can't just join a random kinship in LOTRO. Because I feel like I might have another kinship with this character. There we go. Makes for such a great outfit. And yeah, let's use it now. Let's re-equip everything now properly. And now, yes, to have it as a cosmetic outfit so we don't change the pieces. Well, actually, no. Let's change to the equipment outfit again. So if I get something new and it blends even better, then yeah, I can then move it to the cosmetic outfit itself. What was this area? Well, I must have done whatever was done in this area. Not sure if I remember, but okay. Or yeah, I think it's related also to the camps in here. I remember them more to the east than the west. Yeah, I rescued someone. I did everything here. I remember this entrance to it. We're gonna aggro the enemies here, I think. Tar crypts. Let's have a quick look. Because the quest givers are not around here exactly. The person I have to rescue... I don't see a quest ring nearby, so we've already rescued them. Which means, my friends, we are done here. We are done here. So what to do now? There's the question. What if I try to find a group for the Great Barrow? I think we have enough time to do a Great Barrow run. Although there's different instances of the Great Barrow, right? Where was the instance finder? I can't remember. Can't even remember how to open the instance finder. Is there even still an instance finder? I am so out of the loop. Seriously. And also, we need a name for this Blood Raven. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, the person we rescued, Rob Thornley. We already rescued him. Just pretend you didn't see him there. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, Phantom Cat. Sorry, I didn't see you earlier. Great to see you. Glad you could make it also. I miss some messages sometimes, so... If you need to say something twice, as long as you're not spamming, feel free to say that. I was in the middle of talking about that clickbait here in LOTRO that I missed that. So sorry about that, Phantom Cat. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. But what to do now then? Oh yeah, let's see the notifications. Oh yes, I know what we can do if we haven't done it yet. Let's check the deeds. I want to do the exploration deeds. Area door, Bree-land. Yeah, the ruins of Bree-land. There's still a lot to do here. Bronway's Folly, Hillshire Ruins, Blackwell's Roost, Wood's Edge Ruins, Flowers of the Old Forest, Lord of the Cardinal and Prince. Just looking at this, I gotta tell you the truth. I don't know if I actually want to do them. I'd rather do something else, honestly. I'd rather do something else. I don't feel like doing these deeds. I technically have done them already. I say technically because it's been years. So I kinda have forgotten them. But I have done them already with at least one character. Maybe 2 characters. Let me head to my house then. We can chill for a moment. Unfortunately, I didn't see any music playing in the Prancing Pony, otherwise we can just relax with that. We have the little concert and we can just have a LOTRO version of just chatting, talking about things again. Oh, one thing we can do though is take a look at the update 32 release notes, just to really see everything. Let me see, any upkeep to pay? I did pay the upkeep the other day. But there's gotta be a bit more now, right? 330 silver, we can spare that. Especially now that the gold cap has been broken on this character. So that's a lot better. Let me show you my humble abode. It really is humble. I'm not somebody that goes haywire with housing. It's just a few things I've gotten. Wow, Narmalet looks amazing there. I forgot how great she looked. The Erelude map looks great. I love having maps on the walls. It's so freaking cool. You know, I would love to do that. Maybe I should print an actual map, IRL, of an in-game map of somewhere. One of ESO, one of SOTOR, maybe. Something of LOTRO. This is the old Bree-land map too. A map of Middle-earth for sure, and just frame it on my walls. Just frame them on my walls. Summerfest painting. Oh yeah, I want to have the walls fully framed with all sorts of things. Like that. The Misty Mountains map. Oh no, wait, that's on the other side. This is Moria. Winter Worm Trophy, Nadu Hill Stress. And also more maps here in this table, right? What do your houses look like? We could do a house tour if you like, maniacs. That's something that I could do. Map of the Troll Shaws. There's the Misty Mountains. These are nice wicker chairs. Sign Danger. Then Angmar, the Lone Lands. We have a bunch of areas. Pretty much the areas I have done. I think you received those from completing deeds, but don't quote me on that. Ivar's Banner. This messy writing table. Wonderful. That's my sort of thing. And of course I have it by the chimney, by the fireside. I've never had something like that. Like a nice writing table by the fireplace. That's an experience I've never gotten, just like drinking tea or reading a book or something by a fireplace. You would think I've done it, but no. We were kind of talking about that too on Monday, yes. Some nice comfy space where I can just go and read and drink some tea, and I need to figure out a way to get one of those. Maybe one of those pod chairs as I mentioned. Or a chair that can be both good for my PC, you know, for like doing stuff in front of my PC, and also for that sort of thing. Oh, okay. Then I don't remember how I got them. I must have purchased them then on the festivals. Maybe the anniversary festival? I can't remember. Let me search a little bit about the LOTRO instance finder. Because something has changed regarding that. Or have I not quite reached the level for that? Have I not really reached the level? I came to the party tree just so I could... Oh, we have a new deed, the size of the Shire. Just so I could get to a stable master. I want to get back to Bree town itself. This is the closest stable master I could get to. Although the map to ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟 might have been a better choice, but whatever. Yeah, you have to be at least level 20. What is the shortcut to that? Give me a second here, I'm just taking a look at that. That's weird, I can't find anything about that. Let's see. It says Shift plus F. It's not that. It's not that. These are the options. Social options. Let's see. Quick slots. It's not this. Key mapping. Let's have a look at this. Just very quickly. Just going through it very quickly. Let me see. Yeah, I can't see an instance finder of any sort. Deed log, character panel. Oh yeah, also the character panel for biography. Oh my gosh, I forgot this was a thing. Wow. Do I have any of this used for any of my characters? Maybe Bolston has something. Good God. Wow, I forgot that was an option. How many people still check that? Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Hobby, that's fishing. Will they ever add anything else in here? It's really weird in that way. Title. Will I want to change my title? Miklos of Dale. Let's see. Well-ordered mind. It could be good for Miklos, but not for me though. My mind is definitely not well ordered, but yeah, this is lore master specific. That would probably look good on him. Bane of the Barrows. Okay, let me just get away from this. These fireworks are a bit noisy. There's always a party going on in the party tree. LOTRO points granted. Oh yeah, and he's no longer gonna bother me about the wallet on the notifications. That's great. Let me see. Oh yeah, the skills, the house. Oh, okay. We can travel there, but I think it's on cooldown right now. In Starshot, because of course I'm gonna be in a neighborhood called Starshot. What else? Reputation. Nothing I really care about when it comes to this character. The war. That's something entirely different. And yeah, the cosmetic outfits. The traits panel. Oh, the traits! Yes! Not the traits, the virtues and all that. Whatever it was. Let's take a look at some things here. What should I improve on? I'm not even taking a look at builds or anything. I'm just doing whatever looks best for me. Whether I know what I'm doing or not. Rage increases your pet's damage and attack speed. I want to emphasize on pet. Yeah, that's why I went for Keeper of Animals. What do we have here? Increases your pet's critical rating. Go for the throat. I already have one here, but let me see. This is for healing too, so that's also important to me. Okay. Let's see. Well, I only have this. What about this? Virtue traits. This is something that is... Well, it's technically not new to me, but you might as well say it's new to me. Let me take a look at this. If you have any help on this, it's most welcome. This is why I have the Backseating allowed tag on the stream. This is like almost new to me. So to begin, click a virtue icon to select an earning virtue, which will receive the virtue experience that you gain. Many deeds will award virtue experience. Once a virtue has reached rank 1, you can equip it to gain its benefits. To equip, drag a virtue icon to any of your virtue trait slots, or right click or double click the virtue icon. You can unequip a virtue by dragging it off its slot, or by right clicking or double clicking the virtue icon. Virtue may be its own reward, but you also gain passive bonuses for every virtue rank you earn, even those not equipped. Okay. Oh no, wait. What are these slots in here then? Okay, so I already have ranks in some of them. The gray ones are the ones that don't have it yet. Maximum morale, tactical mitigation, critical defense, tolerance. What is best for a lore master, healer, beastmaster then? Incoming healing, let's see, determination. Actually, you know what? I think I might just Google it. Yeah. Let's see, virtues. Now that I have it like this, it's important to check it. This is yellow lore master. No. I'm searching. I'm not showing it on the screen, but I'm searching right now. This is a thread on the forums. This is from 2018, but I think it's still recent enough. When did they make those big changes to the virtues that happened a little while ago? I don't know. Innocence, fidelity, confidence, charity, honesty, tolerance, and compassion, regardless of class. Mitigations and resistances will serve you much better than the higher morale pool. At least right now, virtues don't matter as much. Not in this early stage, I think. Compassion, innocence, fidelity, wisdom, seal. So I have honor. Yeah, I'm gonna be dishonorable. Just kidding. This is, what does this mean? The shield. What does that mean? The shield and the swords. What do each of those mean? Like, I could also try to start earning towards one, so that I can only earn towards one? How does it work exactly? Fidelity. What is innocence? Do I have anything with innocence? Yeah, it's good to have more resistance rating. It's something that I think is important as a healer. Well, I'm kind of a healer. I'm kind of a beastmaster, I guess you could say. No one can ever question your valor. Patience. Evade rating is good. Patience is a virtue, they literally say. You have learned the value of mercy. Evade rating is good. Passive bonus, more morale. I don't know what would be the best virtues. GYHN videos? Let me see that. This is about that, right? I don't know if I can watch a video right now, though.
Welcome to my in-depth
I'd rather just read it. A video is like,
builds for at the moment. See all the
okay, I'm kind of seeing that, but you can't read it at your own pace.
should support it. Have to remember value each of equals at 100%.
Especially a video like this, like, wow, I seriously need to pay attention to it. It's like watching a class.
The D
Okay,
should probably
okay, I'm already getting an idea though. This is like for a tank maybe. It doesn't say the class, but for a tank in general, right?
in the game.
This is Bjorning DPS, Guard Captain DPS, Champ DPS. Well, a lot of different DPSs.
Minstrel.
Okay, Lore Master, Runekeeper, Minstrel Healer. Confidence, Fidelity, Honesty, Honor, and Loyalty. So, okay. Confidence, we don't have any of that. No confidence, I'm a shy Lore Master. Let's see, Fidelity, well, of course I have to equip the ones that I do have. I don't have Fidelity. Honesty, no honesty either right now. Honor, let's equip Honor. Right here, I'm trying to sort of do it in an order that I see there, no particular reason. Honor is the only one I have out of those. But okay. I should begin earning towards, I guess, innocence. No, not innocence, sorry. Confidence can be good. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but let's leave it like that for now. And here, well, this is a different story, isn't it? Trait configuration 1, there can be another trait configuration there. Also here, yeah. Okay. And yeah, here I can have another tree and do something else. But that is even more of a complicated situation for me right now. Thank you for looking the video though, Bacon. It is helpful. I did get an idea at least. I'm just literally gonna copy and paste it the way they're doing it. Sometimes I do that in other games like Master Duel. I, for the most part, copy and paste some decks. Although there, you know, I can go a bit more in depth when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. That's why I've been falling in love with it a little bit more. I feel like it doesn't require. Whoops, sorry, got the tracking a little bit messy there. Doesn't require as much studying of these sorts of in-game mechanics as that. That being said, I do want to get better at this sort of thing, so I feel like maybe I should study the LOTRO mechanics a little bit more. And yeah, the word is study, like literally study them, right? Let's get another Raven in here for fun. Which one is this? The Frost Raven? Let's see. What name could I give a Frost Raven? Frosty! A Frosty Raven. Sub-Zero maybe? Lady Frost? I don't know. It's too obvious if I say if I put Frost in the name.
A lovely day.
Lady
isn't it?
Frost is the name of a pro wrestler. That's why I was kind of thinking that. Maybe Elsa. Maybe Elsa. Maybe Olaf. I don't know. Yeah, let's go to Bree-land. Let's go to Bree-land. With the Tesla horse. The Uber of Middle-earth. Or maybe the Uber is a hunter. And this is more like a taxi. If you consider the Uber to be faster than a taxi or more refined than a taxi, I don't know. Depends on where you live. Sometimes Ubers are a better choice than a taxi because they're cheaper or because they're more convenient. Who knows? Some cities I've been to, like taxis are extremely expensive and Ubers are a lot better, not just because they get to you, but because they're cheaper overall. It's not just the convenience of ordering from an app and having them get to you. But in some cities, it's just a better option to just get a taxi. To just get a cab or something. And also because some of them are smaller. Even some cities are to the point that arguably you can't call them a city maybe. They're more like a town and thus taxes in there are cheaper. But I'm digressing. The biggest thing we have in Middle-earth is something like Bree-town, right? Gondor, Rohan. There's no such thing as New York. Not in size at least. What would be the biggest population in a city in Middle-earth? 10,000? No, there's gotta be more than 10,000. Helm's Deep, how many did it have? Gondor. They had more, right? I'm thinking 10,000 because of 10,000 strong, right? That was like very shocking to them for that reason, but maybe I got it wrong. Louis7! Louis7's videos are also good. I'm checking out the YouTube recommendations also. 11 months ago though, maybe Louis will want to make a new version of it. You know, every year, make a new version. Guide to the Classes, 11 months ago in 2021. Could be good, especially since apparently now I'm making a character of every class. Yeah. And the thumbnail shows 10 classes. Now I think it's a good idea to do one for the 11 classes with Brawler. That would probably be a good idea. So there you go. There you go. You know what? That would be something... well, I don't think there's gonna be enough time to watch like a 40-minute video, but... that could have been something nice to do also for LOTRO for the rest of the stream. Yeah, because Lois' video is 42 minutes and 36 seconds long. The one you just link bacon is like 10 minutes long, 11 minutes long, but still. I don't think we're gonna go for it. Still though, I'm gonna make it more of a point because that's another reason why I wanted to focus on only one MMO. Not sure if I mentioned that, but also so I can learn the system a little bit better, right? For example, I'm right now playing Yu-Gi-Oh! If I were playing other card games also, I feel like I would not be able to get more in-depth about it. Like, take my time to read the cards, take my time to learn combos, to learn archetypes, to learn decks. Whether I'm playing them or I'm playing against them. I learned a lot, let me tell you. I learned a lot from playing the solo mode and playing with and against certain decks. And hopefully I learned more as I'm building more decks. There's also like the fan-made games that I play here and there, but they're not as optimal as a Master Duel, so I don't play them as much. But the benefit they have is that all the cards are there for free, right? So you can build any deck you want. They do have a few AI decks that you can face against to test your deck, and thus learn it. But the interfaces are definitely more clunky when compared to something like Master Duel. That's why I also wanted to get Legacy of the Duelist, but that's gonna have to be later. I don't want to spend that much money on them right now. That nice money that you all gave to me on the subathon, it needs to be saved for other things. Hopefully it's also getting saved towards the VTuber investments. Yeah, even before any new games, we've got to start investing on the VTubing stuff. One of the first things is going to be a new logo, potentially new emotes, but for now, not as much as that. Not as much of that, I mean. And, well, the ultimate goal is a fully customized model. Preferably on Live 2D. I think I am aiming to be good old Live 2D. Especially if it really is lighter on your hardware. That's what Blin said. And it makes sense because it's not a It's not like a 3D model that is loading. It's more like a drawing, if you will. So yeah, it will help if I stream something like Apex Legends, Warframe, if I ever get back to that, Chivalry 2, if I ever get back to that, etc, etc. Elder Scrolls Online, for that matter. Yeah, well, and also, for that matter, since we're getting into that, another graphics card, if it's even possible to find a good one at a good price. Or perhaps I'll just buy a computer and get the graphics card from it. As you mentioned, Adam, it's just maybe cheaper to do that. Man, what a situation we are in, what a situation. Is it just like scalpers doing it, or does the pandemic play a part in it for the prices to be so elevated? I think the pandemic is also at fault here. And if that is the case, that's at least not as bad as the scalpers, like, you know, not as much human greed playing a part in it. Not as much. What is this quest I have here? Lily Sandheaver has a quest for me. What's up with that? Wait a minute. There are still quests to do. Kandak.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I think he's in Weathertop though. Wait a minute, we can still do something here. Aha. Hello there. I am in need of assistance from one not too familiar with the upper class here in Bree-town. I collect pottery from the ruins of the Kingdom of Arnor. Well, to be honest, I purchased the pottery. It is a sign of my standing, and for years I have had a greater and higher quality collection than that dreadful Mirabella Underhill. The man from whom I purchased the pottery is named Kandak Brightwood. I haven't heard from him for a dreadfully long time, and I'm worried about my next delivery. And about Mr. Brightwood's well-being, of course, I need someone to carry a letter to Kandak at the Forsaken Inn. Yeah, that's in the Lowlands. Look for the inn along the Great East Road just past the Midgewater Marshes. Mirabella will visit me soon, and if I have nothing new to show her, I will look a fool. You don't want that, do you? Well, of course not, Lily. I love doing business with you.
I'm pleased to be of service.
And let's do just that, my friend. Candace. Candace? Kandak? So why is she calling him Kandak? Yeah, the name did sound familiar. It did strike like an image of the Lowlands, and I was right. He's in the Lowlands. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do next with Miklos, whether North Downs or Lowlands. It's gotta be one or the other. And whichever one I don't do, another character will do, and so on. Because she's talking about someone else. Oh, Weathertop. Candace is the one at Weathertop, and Kandak is in the Forsaken Inn. I gotcha, Adam. Thank you. They have such similar names. Yay! We found somebody playing. They made it. This is like Dwarf's Night Out, isn't it? Yes. All right. This is great. Let's do this until the end of the stream. All right. Let's chill right now. I believe the name of this band is Traviatum. Traviatum. If the kinship name is the name of the band. Traviatum. Traviatum. Very nice. Did they just finish playing? Haha! Clap, 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 clap. I think this outfit is good enough for role-playing. Or maybe not. Maybe it looks a bit too wizardry. Too wizard-like. I'll change to... This outfit might look better, but... Yeah, it looks a bit more casual. Let's change to that. Yeah, I like this outfit too. It blends so well too. It's like so well put together. It's like such great synergy. Hey, it's like putting together a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, the LOTRO store is down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You can't buy your house. Ah. Save your money for now. Save your money. So right now, the Brotherhood of the Wolf? No, the L-Wolves are playing. I think those are the L-Wolves. There we go. I'm glad we found them. It's like there's somebody playing every day. Let me see if I can find that LOTRO musician's website. Maybe I can find it there. LOTROartists.com. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna link that in the chat. If this is the website, yeah. Winter Stock 9, okay. Maybe this is an updated, February 2022, yeah, okay. There it is. So today on Wednesday, they're not saying anything. Oh yeah, the Night of the Muses, Laurelin. But it doesn't say that it's here in the Prancing Pony, so maybe they're coming after that. Yeah, so the Night of the Muses on Laurelin runs from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. server time. Right now it's 4:56 p.m. server time, so maybe right after they end it, they have an encore or something like that in front of the Prancing Pony. Because it takes place at the Eldar Monument in ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕠𝕟𝕤. So it's different, The Little Wanderers are the organizers. Then the Store's Round Robin in Landrobel, Theme Night with the Banshees in Creek Hollow. Wow, this is wonderful though. Save does not work in this case. If I want one of this specific house, I gotta act fast. There are only 3 left on Landy. Oh no! Ah, that sucks. I didn't know it was like that, Weaver. Best wishes, best wishes. I hope the RNG benefits you. RNGesus helps you. Or just sheer luck. Lady Fortune, I don't know. Whatever incarnation of a deity or something can help you. Next time I come to one of these, if I'm not streaming, I need to come in with Bolston. He's my main RP character. Well, my main everything, I guess. Take a look at this fellow. Bragomur, I remember him. It's great to see him. He's my cousin. He's Bolston's cousin. Ah, okay. It's too late for me now to come in with Bolston, but one of these days I have to do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're coming off from the Night of the Muses. I feel like I gotta shoot somebody a private message. Maybe Charinius? This looks just like Dwarf's Night Out though. Like, you know, they make a circle of different bands and everybody plays them. Yeah, there's Bragomur, I think multi-boxing with the band. That is so nice to see. Oh, it's so good to be back on LOTRO music. Been a minute. A good reason also to make LOTRO the main game to focus on. As great as the Star Wars The Old Republic story is, as fun as ESO is, oh my gosh. Oh, we need to get floaty text. I haven't enabled that. Let me open the options. Chat, is this it? No, social options maybe? Floaty stuff for like say. Let's see, where is the floaty thingy? UI settings, was it? Floating names, indicator, floating text. No. Something that's unchecked. Floating destiny. Chat bubbles, that's the one. When they say something, I want to see it. Also for fellowship, I think it's enabled. There we go. There we go. I forget that that's disabled by default. That's a little bit impractical for me. But maybe not as much for other players. Oh yeah, and another reason, this reminds me, another reason why Bolston is my main character for role-playing, especially for music. By the way, this dwarf has a great outfit. Look at that. Look at that checkered shirt. Looks like such a Highlander there. Like a classic lumberjack. Nice. One reason why Bolston is also one of my main, if not my main RP character altogether, is because he has the most dances. So it's a lot easier to do this sort of thing with him. In this case though, Miklos doesn't have a lot. So we have to do dance number 1 here. Just dance number 1. That will do the trick. So yeah, which kind of house were you looking for, Weaver? Belfalas or what was it? That's crazy that there's only 3 left though. Do you mean 3 left in your neighborhood or... Well, I don't know. It's maybe something to do with housing that I don't really understand fully. so I'm not sure. Could be something like that instead. Wow, okay, I'm looking at some information here about updates. Apparently, Adventure Quest 3D also had an update this week, and I think today. Wow, that's something else. That's something else. So many updates of games that are relevant to me in some way. I had no idea. That's something else. So AQ3D, SOTOR, LOTRO, and Master Duel with major updates this week. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful, everyone? It's an eventful week. It's great. You always want every week to have at least one major eventful day. Otherwise, it gets grindy, doesn't it? It gets kind of grindy in your life. Well, it may depend on what you're doing, though. Some people are able to avoid the grind no matter what happens in their life. I'm sorry to say I am not one of those people. So, doing something very special for live streams at least once a month is helpful. But I want to start changing that. I want to have something special every other week. Maybe every week is a bit too much. It takes away the special value of it. Every 2 weeks though. Every 2 weeks. There's potential in that. So watch out, maybe we have something special next week. I mean, in a way there's something special this week because it's the Exceeds Festival, so... Just like last week, there's something special here too. I don't know. Also, if you ever recognize any music played, because they tend to use a lot of like actual songs just converted to the LOTRO music system. Just say it in the chat, because there could be something from a video game, from a band, from an artist. Music from AC/DC or from Led Zeppelin, from Jesus Christ Superstar, from Sonic the Hedgehog, who knows? That's the fun part sometimes of hearing music played by people. And sometimes they take it further and adapt the lyrics of a song to Middle Earth. Isn't that fun? You see those a lot when you go for like specific music festivals, rather than these casual weekly sessions that they have, right? Yeah, as I am kinda getting back to LOTRO, like in full force, I feel like it's a good idea to get back to the music scene. Well, kinda is a keyword though. I think I can really say I'm getting back to LOTRO in full force if I'm able to have time to play it outside the game. That's when I can say I'm really back to it. You know, going in with Bolston on Green Dragon Friday, well, if I'm not streaming and just saying hi and just dancing to the music or something. Now I can say I really am back in full force, right? As they say. Oh, this is nice though. The way they're ending the song is just fading away like that. Not many songs do that actually. We have another ad break, okay? I thought it was gonna be delayed, but okay. I should have delayed those advertisements. We didn't need any more advertisements. But okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just pull it off like that. Okay. I'm not gonna dance anymore, but I still want to kind of listen to the music, or at least have it playing in the background a little bit. The music is so peaceful though. I like this song. Who is playing this time? If the name of the kinship is the name of the band, it seems we have Edelvane. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Is this person wearing an egg yolk on his head? I don't think I've seen that cosmetic item yet. That is so cute. That is so cute. That is so cute. so whimsical, like Middle Earth can be. But alright, let's get back to the time vortex while this lovely music is playing in the background. We are now gonna drop an invasion from another dimension into an AQ3D streamer. That's why I was mentioning that. I was looking at who to raid, and there's apparently an update today, or at least the stream title by Miss Veris reflects that. So let's raid Miss Veris. You can copy and paste either version of the invasion from another dimension right there, alright? We will be back on Friday or maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna have a stream tomorrow, but watch out for that. We may have a stream tomorrow and or Friday for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. If we don't have it tomorrow, just assume that we're gonna go on as normal with the stream on Friday as scheduled. And the Xyz Festival will begin. I am so excited for that. Thank you so much for today, Maniacs. It was a lot of fun. We finally finished Bree-land. Now let's raid Miss Veris. Make sure to drop that raid message if you want to participate in the raid. As for me, Maniacs, for the next stream, until the next live stream, I will see you round.